welcome once again to Bayside Bowl. I am King Ding Dong here with Frankie Avalon, and we are here for the BoPo 2v2, not quite the finals. This will be the match play leading to who we will see on Bowling Ball Day next weekend in the finals. Frankie, this is quite an afternoon. We're going to have 16 of the finest of BoPo men, followed by 16 of the finest of the BoPo ladies here bowling for us live from Bayside Bowl. Once again, I am King Ding Dong, Frankie Avalon. This is the Frankie Ding Dong Show. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, even on Twitch if you get the itch on Twitch.
Good afternoon, everyone. Frankie Avalon. Great intro there, Ding Dong, as always. Thank you for joining us here at Bayside Bowl. Once again, 2v2, basically your, what would you say, quarterfinals, because there's 8 matches going on. Four matches.
Eighths and quarters,
yeah. Eight quarter, then finals on the bowling ball. Oh, and Dawn coming through in the clutch, as always.
No, we're good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Look at that. We got some fresh coffee coming in. Great food, great drink here at Bayside Bowl, and you just heard her coming in live. So we had to-the-door service, as they say. Thank you for everyone for tuning in to the Frankie Ding Dong Show. We're going to go over your matchups here for the 16 men that made it. Some great matches here coming up. On 11 and 12, we have a dual camera setup for you guys, so you can see both. You're not going to miss a single match. 11 and 12, we have Niner and Phil Frames taking on Jamaican Jerk and Carl Hungus.
Our boy Niner from Wednesday night,
Wednesday
baby.
night, yeah.
Let's go, Beastie Bowlers.
Hello, Beastie Bowl.
Yeah.
On 13 and 14, we have Pot Pass and Urban Legend taking on newcomers here to this final event, C-SPAN and Ocho Pizzo. And on 15 and 16, we have Glossy Mexican Tommy Guns, definitely one of the favorites in this event. They always make a deep run here. Taking on Doc Moose and G-Force, a family affair there for that team on 15 and 16. And our final matchup features Roadhouse and Buck Ripcord taking on Master Splinter and Squeak. I think that is our most evenly matched pair, 4 bowlers on a pair. I think that match could be super close every single game. And I think it's best 2 out of 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Total that's usually what it is, yeah.
That's what it appears. We're bowling full games, no Baker. So I'm guessing that's what it is.
Do they bowl 3? Okay.
But I would think it's 2 out of 3, unless it's total pins. I would think if it's a race to 2, if you win in 2 games, then it's over.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So
sure.
I guess we'll wing it and find out.
Get some clarification when we have time.
Yeah.
We have some former champions of this event here in the crowd. Urban Legend. Yeah. I know he's won a few times with our boy Sparkles.
Yeah, and he's bowling this year with Pot Pass. And he's actually in it again. He can win a title with a different partner, which is pretty interesting.
Well, fun fact, he can't bowl with Sparkles this year because Sparkles is actually down watching a home game of the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
I followed his Snapchat yesterday where he was eating 9 hot dogs and having 9 beers in 9 innings. And he got to the 9th inning and they ran out of hot dogs, so he had to have a hamburger. So he had 8 hot dogs and a hamburger and 9 beers.
So is it hot dogs before hamburgers, never sicker, like the beer before liquor? Or?
I don't think it works that way. I'm going to guess there was some sicker no matter what. I'm not going to eat that much food.
That is a lot of ballpark food for sure.
Yeah, that's a lot of byproduct.
Byproduct. Yeah. Well, hot dog, it's the American quintessential food of baseball, is it not?
It definitely is, ballpark dog. I mean, having one ballpark dog or 2 is one thing. Having 8 of them is a whole different, as they say, ball game.
Well, I mean, the hot dog, it is shaped like a baseball bat, kind of,
That's true.
Those new torpedo bats.
Yeah, they're going to have torpedo dogs at Yankee Stadium now.
That would be absolutely awesome.
That would be awesome.
Fun fact about those torpedo bats, they're made right here in Maine.
Yeah, I heard something about that. Is it the Dovetail Bat Company that makes them? Because I know they're out of Maine, and a lot of them made bats use the dovetail bats. I wonder if they're the ones that make the torpedo bat as well. That'd be really cool.
That's a pretty cool small world fact here for the guys at home. Check in the comments support your favorite teams. We were talking about former champions, Buck Ripcord and Roadhouse. They beat us
They beat us, yeah.
1 year,
They
right?
beat us
First
1 year. First year, yeah. And then, so we were the two-time defending champs. We were trying to be the first three-time straight champion in this, but we gave it a nice run Friday night on the last qualifying squad. We came up 1 pin short of qualifying.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's just how it goes, though. So we'll see. We would have, if we had gotten that extra 2 pins, we would have got the matchup that Splinter and Squeak have because they were the last ones in. We would have gotten that. We would have drew Buck and Roadhouse. So it'll be interesting to see how that match goes. Again, I think that's a very evenly matched kind of 4 bowlers. So it's going to be really. We need to give our predictions. We haven't predicted anything yet.
Honestly, that would have been a fun match.
It would have.
We've gone 1-1 with those guys.
Yeah, so it would have been good to have a rubber match.
Yeah.
We're not touching.
Supported by Trojan.
Yeah, the old Trojan Inn rubber match. All right, so we're clearing pins out of the gutter on 11 fill frames. Although we didn't put it on second ball, but I think that lane doesn't reset, so he's going to have to change the score.
What a pain in the ass Bill
Yeah.
Frames is. Come on, Bill. Is this your first time, kid?
First time at Bayside.
Oh, look, he's doing it again.
Yeah, you have to now. I would have laughed if that would have rolled up and stayed on the lane.
That would have been great. Lots of pins apart from each other right now. Tommy Gunn's leaving the Pro Tour washout, and then the old Beastie Bowlers split 4-6-7.
Oh yeah, that's a favorite of the Beastie Bowlers. Oh, G-Force looking by. So, okay, predictions in these matches.
Yeah.
Niner field frames, Jerk and Hungus. I mean, I love our board Niner, but it's hard to go against Jerk and Hungus in the first round of this. They seem to always make it out of the first round.
They seem to always get into this tournament, too. Jerk and Hungus always throw up a big set to get their way into this. I got to go with them, too. Yeah.
All right, so we're in on the lockstep there.
Yes.
Putt and Herb against C-SPAN Ocho. Again, the experience for Putt and Herb is going to be, I think, a little too much to overcome here. I like C-SPAN and Ocho. Got to know both of those guys a lot better this year. Really cool dudes, but I got to go with Herb and Putt just for that experience factor. And never mind, on this pattern, they were 2 of the top 5 average. Herb got me by 0.2 of a pin for top dog this year, and Putt I think finished 3rd, so it was 1 and 3 for an average on this pattern. Pretty hard to go against.
Yeah. I mimic those sentiments exactly.
All right, so what's your prediction for the last 2 matches? I went first for those 2. You go first for these 2, and we'll see if we're still in lockstep.
So I know Tommy Guns just punched the 3-pin, but he's been one of the hottest bowlers here at BoPo in recent history. And then Glossy, he's not afraid to use the urethane. He packs a lot of different urethanes as well. I got to go with that group just because, like I said, Tommy, since the injury, he might not even be back to 100% yet, but he is on fucking fire. He's seeing the lane beautifully. And Glossy lately, especially this season, he seems to be able to dial in the speed up and down where he needs it to be. I'm taking them on that one.
I'm with you on that. Again, you also have that experience factor for Glossy and Tommy. They bowl a lot together. They've won our doubles tournament.
Yep.
So, I mean, they're very experienced in both regular match play and Baker match play and best ball, every other Scotch doubles match play. I definitely take them in that match too, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so who do you got in the last match?
So in the last match, we have some powerhouses over there, but I think experience once again is going to be the outcome of that match. Buck Ripcord, we talked about how Tommy Guns is on fire lately. Buck has been very close behind him. When Buck's not winning, he's pulling up second places, just like he did last weekend. And he's always in the mix, no matter what. Buck and Roadhouse are on the trophy. I gotta, it sucks to go with the dogs, the big dogs, all the time. However, statistics are there for a reason. I gotta think over a longer format of the race to 2, then you got to go Bucky and Roadhouse. In my opinion, if it was a shorter format, of course, anything can happen in a one game. But with the longer format, you give Bucky that chance, and it's trouble.
Yeah, this match again, as I said, I think it's going to be the closest match of the four.
For sure. Yeah.
4 pairs we have going right now. I think I'm actually going to take the underdog in this one, only for the simple fact that there's a few wild cards here. Squeak and Roadhouse are a little bit of a wild card in this one.
True.
You don't know what's going to happen. I think kind of Bucky and Splinter can kind of offset each other a little bit. Obviously, Bucky's like, oh, world. What a nice pickup there by Putt-Putt on the Pro Tour washout.
That was beautiful. Yeah.
But I think 17 and 18 introduces a whole new animal. Especially lane 18 can be an absolute bear.
Yeah, definitely straighter down lane for the righties at least, and 17 usually hooks out of the building.
Yeah, and you got Squeak using that little slow hooker. I think that actually gives him a little advantage over Roadhouse later on as the match goes on. So I don't know. It's so close. It's really a coin flip, and I wanted to take one underdog in this round, and where I'm really heavy favorites on the other 3 matches. I'm going to go with the underdog in this one, but I think that could go either way, and it's going to be super close no matter which way. I think it goes 3 no matter what.
You're almost looking like a fucking genius, Frankie, because Master Splinter started spare 4-bagger in that match.
Yeah, and I think that he went to a purple. He looked like he put a fresh cover on it in practice.
And there's plenty of surface on it, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I think he gets out of that by probably midway through game 2 would be my guess on that pair, especially with that much surface, unless he goes someone with less surface, which he could.
Yeah. Well, I do know that Splinter does have a shiny purple in his bag. That's one thing that we've had for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Taking the old car polish to it if you have to.
Yeah, the old turtle wax ball.
Fuck yeah.
We follow Luster King.
We don't have that anymore.
I wish we had a
Crank
Luster
up
King.
the quarters to that
This
bitch.
place needs a Luster King right over there.
Also be waiting to go through that thing now.
Like if we have them just sitting outside the pro shop, if we weren't here, someone needed something polished, and we had a Luster King sitting there, people would just be dumping quarters in it left and right.
Oh, for sure. Although, would the quarters cover the cost of the wax nowadays?
It might have to be the Susan B. Anthony's instead, Or is it Pocahontas or Sacagawea? Who's on the gold one? I don't know.
Sacagawea.
Is it?
Yes.
Sacagawea.
But so, are you telling me that we're going to have our own kind of like Platinum Plus here at Bayside? We're going to have special coins with the Luster King,
Yeah,
rather
they'll be
than
$2 coins like the $2 bills.
Right. Yeah.
We'll call them like some kind of like fungus.
Yeah.
Oh, Splinter way
The
wide on that one.
The nihilist coin.
The nihilist coin. I like that. That's good. Oh, that's got a hook. Oh, it did. Putt-Putt using a Paragon solid. I'll never forget when he asked me last year for a recommendation for a ball. He goes, I'm looking for something that'll kind of get off the spot, but, something that tailors to my game. And I'm like, Paragon solid all day long. Punch it. Perfect ball for your game.
Yeah.
Especially on all the sports. And that ball, that's when he's got a brick with, and he loves that thing. That thing's still rolling out playing good for him.
He's ultra smooth, plays them, up and at him, up the boards. Very good player for sure. Pro golfer actually too.
Oh, he's awesome.
He's got the eye of the pro, as they say. The eye of the tiger. Is that?
Yeah, the eye of the tiger. Although Tiger, not anymore. He's not golfing really much more. So maybe eye of the Scheffler.
So you know what? I'd still take Tiger over any of the local people.
Oh, no question. Yeah, we're talking like top of the heap here.
Yeah. Well, he was for a long time.
Oh yeah.
You can't. I mean, the young kids come in, like, check out what's happening on the PBA. Ethan Fiore, just absolutely amazing, so smooth. I know he uses the 3-step a lot on TV, but I really, when he uses 5-step. But that being said, it looks good either way. Look at the top 5. Isn't there like 4 young guys in the top 5 today?
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
The oldest guy is fucking Boy, who's like 28 or 30 or I don't know. Boy might be 85 and just look really good. I
think we're just at a little bit of the Wi-Fi, at mercy of the Wi-Fi on that camera. Because that one with the cell phone looks great.
Yeah, which is weird because that one is hardwired.
But it looks great there, so I don't know why. It's kind of weird that.
So I wonder if Facebook is
Let me look on YouTube. Let me go on YouTube and see if it looks better. If it's better on YouTube, I'm going to tell everyone to switch there.
Yeah. I wonder if it's getting throttled.
It could be.
On
That's
Facebook.
a Facebook thing for sure.
Because it looks fine here, and that's actually the hardwired cam.
All right, let's see how this looks. Oh, it's still fuzzy on YouTube too. So for whatever
that must
reason.
be a StreamYard thing then.
Yeah.
Let's check the internet settings here.
Yeah, it looks like you're.
That'll get your mind somewhere else.
All right, I think we got the camera issues figured out. The right one looks much crisper now. Hopefully everyone, we had Mrs. G-Force at Hitch a Little Pickle that was a little blurry, so I went and checked it out, and she was 100% right. We double-checked it on the YouTube and the Facebook feeds. It was identical. Now it's looking much better, so hopefully everyone can see this. I'm on the YouTube feed right now. If the Facebook one throttles you a little bit, which does happen on Facebook sometimes, jump over to the YouTube feed, and you'll see a much clearer picture.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know. The settings just screwed with the settings a little.
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like it went back down to a 480, like, and then when you went back and then back to the 720, it was fine.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I mean, and what's really strange is it looks fine here. You would think it would look fine here if it was, but whatever. It's bad.
Oh, I saw that coming from Putt. That thing rolled up quick. A little soft
he
off
got
his
it
hand.
out early too, huh?
Yeah,
Has he been playing that far out early?
Down lane he was, but that definitely, I think you're right. He got it to that spot a little quick, and then that just made it slow down so much faster.
It does look like there's a bit of hook out there today, Frankie.
I agree, and I think it depends on who practiced on what pair and what they were doing on that pair before you got here. All right, so Niner came back, 9 spares last frame. Hopefully got his head back on straight. And Phil frames with a double. I mean, that match right now, they're only down 21, which is wild when you think about how much Niners been struggling, but so is Hunkus. And kind of the first team that gets a guy with a 3-bagger might win this match, this game. That'll look better, Niner. See, play right into that urethane shim.
He's definitely still a little bit robotic right now, but, you know, at least if he's standing in the right spot, it might work out.
Yeah. Again, like anytime you have urethane go down the lane, my move, and you were right too, you do the same thing. You move for me left of it, you right of it, and you use that urethane carry down to give you hold, rather than trying to play into it off the bat, which is going to give you over under.
Yeah, usually the first move is the move that you would be opposite of what you think to move, especially on a sports shop when you use urethane. You're going to create your own carry down. And it's going to, things like that, the 2.8, which can happen with resin on this pattern.
Yeah, and that's
as well.
exactly what happened to Terry right there with the resin ball. It just squirted through the brake a little bit. I mean, speed was up a little, 15.68. Normally he's down lane right around 15, so, I mean, might have just gassed it a little.
Yeah,
hard to say.
Maybe missed it at the bottom. Hard to think of Herb missing it at the bottom though because he shovels it out there.
Big shot here in the glossy Tommy match with G-Force and Doc. Tommy strikes here, they really take command.
Oh, that was hand off his hand. Great pickup for Herb though.
Right now they're sitting on about, if he makes this, they're on a 40-pin lead. But if Tommy could have doubled there, with them only having one mark on the other side, that would have given him a two-mark advantage.
Check out the turn that match has taken on 17 and 18, Frankie.
Oh, wow. Look at Buck really found it. Winner kind of lost. Looked like he lost lane 17. He's gone open on that lane 2 in a row.
Yeah,
still pulling okay on the right lane.
Apart.
Yeah, Squeaks.
I mean, Roadhouse isn't really looking too hot right now either. But the head pin to the right.
Yeah, that's a tough spare because again, if you try to go on the right side of it, you can miss the 8 pin. If you go, you can actually chunk kind of the 1-2-8 off of it. If you go heavy, you kind of have to go to the Brooklyn side and hope the ball continues.
And hope it doesn't miss the head pins.
That's exactly right, especially where less volume in the center on this pattern. Everything across the middle wants to go.
Absolutely. We saw that, was it yesterday?
Yeah,
Friday,
100%.
Yeah, middles were so spicy. My purple looked great for like a few frames, and then like the fronts, it just blew up the second it hit the lane, and that led to one of my 2 missed makeable spares. I tried to use that same purple hammer for my spare.
Sure.
It glued up through the middle the second it hit the lane. And by the time it hit the arrows, I think it was done hooking, but it had already hooked way offline at that point.
Totally. Let's see what Niner does here coming off the last frame.
Niner!
Huge double!
So, although Jamaican jerk, he's going to double work it too. Oh, he missed it outside.
Yeah, he knew it when he let it go too.
The 10 pin is standing. That is a washout.
That was the. Hey, nice shot.
Oh no!
Herb with a great shot there. Just dead flush that one.
G-Force giving it away right now.
Oh, so Ocho got into that, like you talked about, that middle of the lane kind of hook.
Where it just hooks up instantly.
Yeah, tried to kind of steer it a little bit on that one. Jerk might make this.
See how early and much that hooked through the middle?
So that's a tough frame right there for Jerk and Hungus. Phil Frames and Niner, I mean, they're down right now, but Niner on a double. If Phil Frames strikes, even if Hungus doubles, they're basically, they will gain 2 marks going into the 10th. That'll be about dead even in the 10th frame. Oh, that's a huge shot by Phil Frames, who's into resin now. It looked like he gave Urethane a look early, could not strike with it. Goes to the resin, throws a double, a 6-3 on an errant shot, and then another strike. Hungus with a good. Oh no, I thought that was good off his hand, and that hooked a ton. Now they are in big trouble. They technically will have, if he gets to a 15-pin lead, but they will be down 3 marks. So you can basically say it's a 15-pin lead for Niner and Phil Frames right now.
That's crazy.
It's weird to look at the scoreboard and have a 15-pin lead, and actually you're down. And
There's some BoPo magic there.
Yeah, that's what I tried to do Friday and only got 1. And, well, that's how it goes.
Hey, you were damn close. We were damn close. But the rule's going to bit us in the ass on this one. So, looks like that match on 17-18 might be the first match to finish, although the match here on 15 and 16 is already done for this game.
Yeah, Tommy and Glossy, I mean, honestly, if I'm them, and if it's not a total pins match and it's just wins and losses, if they get through the 9th, I'm experimenting in the 10th.
Hell yeah.
Niner with a good shot, like just a little high 6-pin, but that's okay right now.
For sure, yeah.
Jamaican Jerk with a strike. A double here would put a little bit of heat back on Niner and Phil Frames. This is a big shot. Absolute stuff job on that one. All right, so if Niner makes this.
The old 6-pin can be his nemesis.
Well, we know. We've seen that on Wednesday night. I don't know if it looks like he's going to hook it this time. Oh, no, he's going straight. That's a make. Yep. The only guy I know who throws a spare ball better on the sports shot and makes spares than on the house run.
Yes, that's the truth.
So they're going to be down let's see, 16. So if Niner strikes, they're down 6. But Phil Frame's working on a strike. They can still control their own destiny as long as Niner gets 7 or better here. No matter what happens, Phil Frames can't be shut out by Hungus, even if Hungus strikes him.
Yeah. So it looks like it's going to be a 30-plus pin match going into the 10th here on 13 and 14.
Yep, 29 pin difference, but like you said, a double up for Herb gives him a 39 pin advantage. So that is 100% right. And Tommy Gunn's here. He's given Resin a look. That looked like a damn good verge.
So 17 and 18 all finished up.
73 pin advantage for Buck and Roadhouse after game 1. I don't know if it's total pins or not.
Should we write down
I'm going to
the
write
scores,
that
maybe?
down. I'm going to go plus 73 for 1 there. That's all I'm going to do for the matches. I'm going to write the pin total. We'll be able to figure out who won and who didn't.
Okay, so 11 and
Hungus has to
12
strike.
is
Yeah,
down
he has to.
Hungus. And, Hungus leaves a 7 pin.
Yeah, so 18. Now, so as long as if he makes this, he's going to force Phil Frames to mark, I believe. Yes, he'll force him to mark.
Phil stepping up on 12.
A strike here obviously locks it up.
Yeah, especially with that double.
Yeah,
It's
any mark really locks it up. That's high.
That is.
That's a
Cross is
whole lot of
over.
strike. It's over.
If you're going to suck enough.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to throw it bad, throw it really bad.
Putt avoids the split, but it doesn't matter. That match is looking like it's going to be all done. Although
Hi, Mrs. G-Force. Thanks for watching.
C-SPAN was able to get the first one.
Oh, nice shot by C-SPAN there.
They're not quite done yet.
No, it's they're going to be down about 15, but down a mark 25.
C-SPAN could get 10 back though
Right.
with another strike here.
Right, they're down 27 right now. Putt can make that 29. He does. A strike makes it 19, but Herb on a strike makes that 29. Yeah,
it's the possibilities of it.
Yeah, I mean, unless Herb were to throw one in the moat, where he's playing on the lane would be pretty hard to do, but we've seen stranger things happen.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, maybe he gets a little extra grabby and puts one through a ceiling tile.
I've seen that happen too.
C-SPAN finishes that game.
You know, this
Great.
gives them good momentum. If Ocho can finish this off, and they finish the game with a 7-bagger as a team, that's huge momentum going into game 2.
Fuck, C-SPAN shot 199. No one throws 199.
That's true. That is true.
So, I don't know if Bossy's trying something, but he's going to double in the 10.
No, he's still using the perp.
Got that one a little wide.
234 for Glossy.
Great game.
That's a good
That
shot
is
by
not
Eric.
a gunner.
Oh, that hook.
Not a split either. That
That's,
should be enough. Yeah, that solves that one.
yeah.
Salt in the wound kind of deal. What happened on 11 and 12?
Oh, I didn't get this. What was your pin difference? I know they won. I didn't get to see the last shot. It was close, but.
Well,
Phil, is it just wins and losses, or is there pin difference?
The fourth point is
How much did you guys win by that game? Okay, I've been trying to write them down and I totally missed it.
I think I'm on the stats.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious.
So it's like total, and then overall total is a 4 point.
Oh, it is 3.
And
Okay.
if it goes through 2-2, Scotch, 1 game Scotch.
Okay. So I got you.
all right, there you go. Thank you, Phil Frames, for the update on
Is it wins or pins?
Pins. Well, you got to win the
Find out.
games, but total pins is the deciding one as far as like the 4th point.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
But okay, so we need to get the pin differential off that pair.
I'm sure Niner knows what it is.
Yeah, he's on top, and Nugget probably is. She's over there watching it.
Oh, true. Oh, great
nice
pickup
shot,
on the
Micah.
washout for Guns. Not that matters. They've already won that game.
But it does mean, like we just found out, total pins means something.
All right, so is that right side cam still looking good, guys? Checking in with you at home.
Yeah, dude, what's the total pins? I just need to know. Do you know what you guys won by? Okay.
Niner going to get us a pin
All
differential.
right, so we got 3. So we got plus 37 for putt and nerve. Okay.
Okay. And then Tommy's just got one
37.
fill ball left for us.
You guys won by 25? Okay. I'll put them. Okay.
All right, hey, one shot at a time, baby.
Perfect. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, you're good. You're in a good spot.
Yeah, Roadhouse starting with the double in that second
Yeah,
game.
he's starting hot right now. So
They're already up 70 in that match. It's
Tommy, going back to urethane here. I like that. That's shaped really
Scout
nice.
the 9-pin.
Plus 97 there.
Wow, that's a healthy lead towards total. But as we've seen a lot this season, everything can turn around very quickly on the Saturn.
22? 2-2? Okay.
22.
Thank you.
So a bunch of 2-2s, they're going dancing.
All right.
So Crazy Train said it's a little blurry on the right still.
Yeah, are you on the YouTube feed or the Facebook one, Adam? Because check the YouTube feed was a little clearer, but we may only be able to get it. We're at the mercy of the Wi-Fi a lot of times. So
Yeah, that's the truth.
and I think the cell phone's going to give you the 1080p all the time, no matter what. It might be a little bit of the difference.
I don't have my phone. I don't know. Is it still looking all right?
Let me look on YouTube. I'll go back on the YouTube feed and let you guys know. Let me hop on here. Yeah, it's back to kind of a
Doing
little
that
bit of
again?
blurriness.
All right, let's try switching in.
Yeah, you wouldn't like it if it was.
All right, see if that did it.
All right, go back here. Yeah, it's better again. We're good.
That's
So the
weird.
YouTube,
Fucking
yeah.
StreamYard.
So we just have to kind of refresh that. Probably maybe once or twice a game we'll kind of do that. But
Yeah.
it's definitely better now. So
All right.
thank you, Adam, for checking that out.
Yeah, thank you, Crazy Train. Hope you're doing well, my friend.
Ocho with a little kind of light, kind of weak 10 there. And Niner now starting to go ham. Niner's a bowler of confidence. Like, you get his confidence up, he can be really good. Boy, how many
Get him
4, 6,
mad.
7s
Get
have
him-
we seen already?
Get him pissed off.
Yeah, right? We know how to do it, too. So
Yeah.
we can definitely get there.
That's what we do on Wednesdays. We get him pumped. Oh, dirty 8-pin for Tommy Gun.
The old dirty 8. On the 30th anniversary of the Randy Peterson 8-pin.
Is it really?
It is.
Today?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Squeaky coming in a little heavy, leaving a 4-pin. My Roadhouse going absolutely fucking jack ham right now. Spiral ham almost. Starting with the front 3. Buck Ripcord starting spare double. So, Splinter and Squeaks, they still got time. This is only game 2 out of 3.
It is, right.
So, we're setting for some bowling today, folks. Blue Bear over there practicing, wishing that he had made it in today, I guess.
Well, look at Niners still frames. A couple of doubles to start.
Yeah.
And, right?
So, Jerk has a double, though, too. So, really, one of those doubles is null and void.
Right.
However, on the other side, Bill Graves is beating Hungus, who has a pair of spares.
Right. So they're up early in that game a little bit, and basically a 12-pin lead right now.
Yeah. And then over here, Putt Putt Pass on 13 and 14, and Urban Legend up just a little bit on the other team. They're only in the second frame, but Ocho kind of gave one back to Herb on that split.
Yeah,
missing the single.
he did for sure. And they really don't have a lot of they got to make sure they make all that stuff.
Perfect example of Fossey getting a little bit more tools in the bag this year. He definitely played a little bit slower speed on that one, and it chipped a 4-pin. It was a little heavy, but using the urethane, you can usually get away with those heavier hits better than the light hits sometimes. But sometimes the light hits mix them up. It's all how the ball's rolling forward through the pins.
Yep. Depends how much angle you're playing. There's a lot of factors that go into that. So.
Randy's saying he'd love to get into a BoPo
Yeah,
league
Randy's
next fall.
nice dude. Yep, Randy's cool dude. So, let's see, the Buck and Roadhouse looking to run away and hide right now. Roadhouse front four, Buck spare three bagger. Splinter's clean, but he can't seem to put any strikes together. Neither can Squeaks. They're both clean so far through four, but when the other team has a hamburger sandwich and putting that shit on everything, that makes it tough. Tommy's staying in the urethane. I like the shape of it in the 10th when he went to it. It looked pretty good. That was kind of one of those wrapper 10s that happens with urethane, resin, happens with anything.
Happens with anything. When you make it work that hard, and you got to figure it's not much core in that ball.
No.
So, getting it back from the corner when you have a little bit of angle in the front, sometimes it just works too hard and six pin doesn't comply.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you have one of those 600 rev rates, and then everything happens then. Still one of my favorite bowlers we got to see last night. R.I.P. Sterner. And I, nothing against him. Love Jason Sterner, coach of my daughter. But Eugene McCune, Kevin McCune,
Kevin, yeah.
Eugene's son. Dude, Kevin, so much smoother than Eugene.
They're up on the TV right now. They're watching. We got Foy and Keplinger going match 2, so I'm guessing that McCune must have lost.
Which sucks. I really love watching.
Dude, I love watching Kevin throw the ball.
One of my favorite bowlers of all time.
Keplinger throws it good too, though. I like watching him throw the ball.
Yeah. He's very smooth. Kevin, Eugene's son, great bowler. Eugene was kind of fun. He just fucking absolutely left nothing in the bag on every shot. Threw it absolutely 100. But when Kevin actually rolls it and doesn't throw it, it still has a shit ton of speed, and it rolls up even better through the pins. Absolutely beautiful. Obviously, love Jason Sterner too. Coach of my daughter's team, the William Smith Herons. But Jason seemed to run into the same problem he gets into. He was rolling it at first, and his body tricks him into trying to throw it, starts pulling it from the top, he gets into trouble. But much love, great week for Jason, great week for Kevin.
I think that Keplinger was choosing a widow. No, that's a special effect. No, actually, that's a mesmerize. I'm sorry, mesmerize.
Let's go through the whole catalog.
Well, color. It looks like a special effect. You know what I mean? Like the color scheme's pretty close.
Well, it's a big ball when they have those big, bold color differences. Usually it's a big ball. I personally like the balls that have like one color.
Right.
Like black bowling balls,
Purple.
maybe a little bit of
Purple.
swirl, black, purple, blue. Even red.
Dude, that's why I like my Vaporize so much. Black ball with black finger inserts, black thumb slug, old school look. The ball rolls fucking great too.
For me, this year, one of my favorite balls, the Ricochet.
Right, same thing, same colors. Yeah,
right.
Black pearl kind of colors. So.
You cannot, I guarantee you, right here, Frankie and Ding Dong Show, we will stand behind this. You cannot go wrong with a black bowling ball, a purple bowling ball, or a blue bowling ball.
100%.
The three best colors of bowling balls ever made.
I agree.
Anyone out there, you can try to get at me. Sure, there's one-offs, like the Gold IQ.
Right. That's right. You're going to have that good matchups and stuff.
And yes, there's some red balls out there over the years that have kicked ass.
Right. Aftershock Pearl kind of comes to mind.
That's 100%. Yeah.
Critical Mass Code Red.
There you go. Yeah. But the absolutely three best colors, undeniably, of bowling balls, performance-wise.
Oh yeah,
I'm talking performance, hitting the pins, roll, consistency.
You just look at some of the purple balls over the years. Two of them probably the most iconic balls ever made. In the last 25 years, Purple Hammer and a Venom Shock.
Yeah, 100%.
So, there you go.
100%. I totally agree.
That damn good version Tommy loves, the purple ball. That thing's amazing.
You want to talk about the house shot killer, literally, of the past 20 years, the high road? Blue. It's one of those colors, I'm telling you.
Like one of the best radical balls ever made, the Intel. Blue.
The Intel. The original Black Conspiracy, the 900 ball.
900 ball. Black.
But then you have like a one-off, like the Idol Helios, which was 900 ball that was orange. But you can't tell me every orange ball is awesome because it's not.
Right.
Now, not every black, purple, and blue ball is awesome.
Balls that are duds.
But those are definitely the best color balls for sure.
All right, so the match on 17 and 18 is that's a big lead for Buck and Roadhead. They're up 54 with 4 frames left. Hungus and Jerk. are down one pin right now, but Niner and Phil Frames giving a little bit back here in this frame.
Yeah, Niners split, and I think that threw him off his rhythm, and now he's kind of giving him
split, and then missing that spare was big. Looking that one at it, he almost kicked that too far right. That was close.
But he dropped the speed a little bit to get it to respond, though.
Yeah, he did. Phil Frames, he's got to stem the tide here. He's got to make the spare. He can't. Yeah, there you go. They can't hemorrhage more pins because that just lets them right back in it. They are up 2 pins right now, but that match with is very close. We have a 10-pin lead for Herb and Putt. Ocho with a beautiful shot on 13. Guns and Bossy, they're up 27 right now. So
yeah, I think Guns needs to get a little bit closer to the friction. He's making that purple work just a little bit too much. It's getting to the pocket. It looks great. It just needs to get there a little sooner.
I think Niners needs to cheat further left with his feet. He's actually creating too much area through the front part of the lane again.
Yeah, he's tricking himself, I think.
Yeah, I really think he's got to just move about 2 or 3 left with his feet and just stay right where he is on the lane. Because again, it's a little bit of belly, but it's just enough where his ball's just not seeing it at the right spot.
Right. I mean, almost the same idea as Tommy, but Tommy's got the higher rev rate to get it to the pocket.
Right.
Niners.
Right, where
if
Tommy's
he's
coming
getting
in
mechanical, you know that's taken away from his rev rate already.
That's left again. Like right to left. His feet's got to go. Got to get further left with his feet.
He's not even paying attention,
So Foy and Keplinger, I'm looking at that match. Foy's actually up 2
all right.
right now.
Ocho, check messages. He's looking at his phone right now. Crazy. So I don't know.
All right,
maybe
he might have checked it then. He was just on his phone, so. Roll up. There you go.
Okay,
On a ball change for Putt. Ball change for Putt, and he mixes it up with his strikes.
4-9 That match is taking a wild turn over there.
All of a sudden, they're up 20 pins after down really early in that match. Boy, wow, a lot of shape for him. Looks like he's using a Whittlemania maybe. Or it could be the Crown Jewel or whatever that is. The new
Crown Jewel.
Yeah. So, hard to say. It's the same color as it, but hard to say if it isn't.
Yeah, the Crown Jewel and the Stealth Hybrid, they kind of look very similar, but obviously one's an ASIM, one's a SIM. Roadhouse had some troubles there, but he gets a strike, and they're still well in the lead because Bucky is just going ham.
Yeah, you look at, you go straight across, you had Splinter a little bit behind Roadhouse, Bucky way ahead of Squeaks at this point in that match. Niner, let's see what Niner does here. He's staying with the big time. I don't know, that ball, I mean, it's such a cover-dominant ball.
It's a big ball.
It
the
is.
Big time.
Big core, big cover.
Big ball.
But he's got to get further left. So he's standing on about 12-13 right now. I'm curious where his lay down. Yeah. That was in a little bit. Yeah, that was more direct. That was more direct. So, I mean, where he's standing on 12 is fine. He doesn't drift a lot. So.
Wow, G4 is really trusting that one and getting the light mixer. Wow. They're way behind, though, still.
Yeah, they're down. Well, 28-pin match right now, and they're actually going to gain a mark. They're going to gain a mark on the next frame, so technically they're down 18.
Yeah, they get back in there. So,
Ocho, yikes, that hurt. That was a big one.
Just as they were trying to get back in it, too. But Putt's got a good look. Oh, Doc Moose. That was a pretty good shot, I gotta say.
Phil Frames, I thought he was 2-8-10. I can't believe that got the 10 out.
10 did go out, yeah.
Woo. Velocity in around 9. Ooh,
light shaker Corbin. That's pretty common, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll go with that.
C-SPAN. Oh, the old 4-6-7 rears its ugly head on that pair again. Several 4-6-7s on that pair this match so far.
Yeah.
Phil Frames fighting to find the holes in his ball, but He does.
That's a good shot by front pile.
Putt is
So
he's
great
on fire.
adjustment. You know, his Paragon was picking up a little too hard, and then when he tried to get around it, that big four would just kind of roll forward too fast.
Yeah.
He goes to something that's cleaner, back to where he was earlier with the Paragon, and now he's striking at will again.
So I don't know about at will, but Master Splinter still in the purple and able to get a strike there in the ninth.
Yeah. So, so a lot of
Although
counts there.
Roadhouse gets a double in the eighth and ninth. So
Yeah, that was a big one. I mean, they're total pin-wise, they're really in command of that match.
Niner really needs to get a double here for his confidence and for his team.
Yeah, so they're down 35, even on marks coming into this frame.
I think it's going to be a hard road for Ocho and C-SPAN here.
Tommy right up that 5. That looked good. That looked nice. A little firmer, a little straighter through the fronts.
Niner!
Tommy, good adjustment.
Right again.
Good adjustment there. Looked like
Even the bucket.
that looked good. Yeah, saw that. Looked like we tried to get around a little bit, kind of burned up. Yeah. That looked great. All right, good job. Glossy. Ooh, so after a weird light 4, like a wrap 10.
Yeah, it was like
still,
a weird rap 10.
It was a weird
It was like a weak rap 10.
Yeah, it was odd. Very odd.
That was yucky. Kind of leaves a taste in your mouth, like
bit.
film, you know?
Yep. C-SPAN coming in high.
C-SPAN, he's pulling great, actually.
Yep, 95 in the fifth. They're down. Well, if Herb strikes here, and then they're going to be in a big world of hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, their heads in the vice if Bird strikes here.
Watch out.
Wow. So Moose has now gone to two-handed. Trying
Moose.
to
The old two-hoof
wheel
Moose.
the old U-78 there, and it did not want to go. Speaking of wheeling,
Herb
fucking
gets it
Herb
back.
wheeling him.
That pair's starting to open up a little bit, it looks like, because those guys are really starting to create some down lane shape.
I love the Kind & Company jersey he's rocking today.
Right? That is pretty cool.
Oh, Kep? Is that Kep playing that team?
Yeah, he yeah. Oh, the old, almost a Frankie Aberlon shot there.
So I watched the NCAA finals last night. Youngstown.
Oh, Youngstown, yeah.
Jack
That was all. That was crazy.
Wow,
that was awesome.
What
match.
a fucking match! Yeah.
For sure. Good for them, Youngstown. That's awesome.
Yeah. So the fact that they said last night, and I was very proud of them for, was that was the first national title ever for any women's team in the state of Ohio.
Really?
That's first NCAA national title for any women's team in the state of Ohio. That's pretty amazing. Big congrats to them. Not only did they win, but they took down last year's champion, Jack State, coached by Shannon and Brian O'Keefe.
Right.
You may have heard of those guys.
Yeah,
Great
just a little
team.
bit.
Great team. They had two different Super Bowl winners on that team.
Yeah.
And Youngstown took them down. It was a great match. It was an awesome match. The only thing that I'm wondering is it was a best of 7 Baker. It wasn't a full, it wasn't the full super match. It wasn't the individual game and then the best of 5 Baker.
Right.
And then it goes to the 7th.
Oh, yeah, right.
So it was a little weird, but hey, whatever. It was fun to watch, and wow, there's some great bowlers out there.
Yeah. This morning, before we left, I was watching our boy $2 Phil, who's on the PBA feed this weekend at the over-under 50 doubles tournament they're running.
Yeah.
So I got the interacted with $2 Phil a little bit, and he said he wished me luck on my move and everything. I really appreciate that. And hey, simulcast it. Have both of ours going. Do a split screen. Have ours going, and listen to our boy $2 Phil on the PBA over-under 50 doubles with the 10 on the deck production. So I had to give our boy Phil a shout out here, Phil Brilo, on our telecast.
Phil's awesome.
Boy, Glossy leaving every possible tap you can. That one was a Swisher 7. So he's gone, kind of light pocket 4, kind of a weird wrap half 10, then the Swisher 7. What's next? He hasn't left a 9 or an 8 lately, so maybe those will be next.
All right, so the feed still looks good.
Good, yep, yeah, excellent. So we haven't heard anyone comment, so I'm guessing that they see the same thing.
If it goes blurry, just let us know.
Yeah, we'll just redo that reset
figured
thing
out
again.
how we can trick StreamYard into doing it correctly. I'm just guessing it's on the StreamYard end.
Yeah.
Because it looks fine here. It could be on the Wi-Fi end. Who knows?
Oh, awesome flag.
But you wouldn't think where we're hardwired, like the camera that's hardwired, which was also the camera that was dark in this same room last weekend, is now overly light.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on. It's weird.
I'm not sure.
Ooh, Ocho coming in high for a 6-7-10. So we have a 36-pin lead right now for Jamaican Jerk and Hungus. Both teams on 2 marks going into the 10th. So if Niner can throw a double in the 10th here, he'll make Jerk kind of perform because Hungus is on an open. Let's see if Niner can roll one up there. Nice shot by Niner. Did it strike or the 10 pin? I couldn't see it. Okay.
Sent a bunch of wood over there, just nothing made the connection. Is this LL Cool J check?
It is.
Let's go, Urban putt.
All right, so your pin differences after game 1. Oh, shoot, I missed the pin difference on the other match. They already went. I know it's a lot. I know they're up on
Yeah.
They were up, I think it was like 80, 70
So
or
let's
80.
give the third point already to, unless this goes like a 200-pin win.
Yes, I mean, Splinter and Squeaks, they're going to have to shoot a pair of 250s, I think, to give them any kind of run here.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
then hope that one of Roadhouse or Buck really kind of falls apart.
So both of them started with a strike, though, both Master Splinter and Squeaky G. That's looking good, but you know what's not looking good is the old Ocho C-SPAN team. Urban Legend firing up the grill, throwing on the hamburger sandwich.
Jamaican Jerk with that first strike in the 10th pretty much almost locked up this game. Actually, at this point, 53, 55. Yeah, it is going to be locked up no matter what because the best Phil Frames can do is get 50. So even if Hungus were to throw 2 in the moat, Jerk and Hungus are going to win this game. It's just how many can they make up all 22 pins they were down from game 1? That's going to be the key.
Well, Niner just gave back a couple extra pins and count there on that field ball.
Did he go 8 count?
8 count, yeah.
All right. So Jerk gives 1 back with an 8-1. So 56-pin lead. So it'll be interesting. If Phil Frame strikes out, gets it within 6, and Hungus were to just mark, we're looking at around 25, 26-pin difference, which is almost dead even going into game 3.
That would be amazing. Love those close matches. Match that is not quite so close as this Guns, Lossy, and then Doc Moose and G-Force match.
They're up 41 right now, going into the 10th. 2 strikes up. Phil Frames on a double. On a strike, goes 5. I think he got 5. It did clean out the back row.
Yahtzee for Urban Legend.
Yeah, Herb's starting to go off. I mean, again, top dog on this pattern. Not a surprise that he was starting to go off. And Putt Bowl is just as good, if not better, right now.
Yeah, only because Herb split in that first
Right.
So Hungus right in Phil Frame's face throws a strike.
So now, no matter what, Hungus and Jerk will have a pin differential lead after 2 games.
C-SPAN trying to get the count. It does on that split. Not going to be enough, though. That's going to be another match where you're going to have to see Ocho and C-SPAN absolutely go crazy.
Yeah,
and then, Urban Putt trip over themselves, basically.
G-Force. Oh, no. That hurt.
That hurts the old total, too. Hungus might be getting comfortable. He's got that look in his eye.
Nice shot by Ocho. Comes in a pinch high for a 4-pin. They're down 110. With they're going to be down 2 more marks, so really it's a 130-pin difference.
So Phil Frames was able to make that spare.
Yeah, but so they're going to lose this one in the 50s this game. So they're going to be down like around 33, 34-ish pins in that ballpark, depending on how it finishes. Oh, did we lose the? Oh, okay, came back from commercial.
Little crop dusting over there.
Yeah, we got a crop dusting that game. We got 187 going on 13 and 14 though.
Yeah.
All right, so Phil Frames gets 7. They're down 49. The Hunger Strikes 59 pins, which will give them a 37-pin lead after 2. Make it a 35-pin lead after 2. It is a 57-pin lead for that game for the win, plus 57, and overall plus 25 going into game 3.
All right.
Glossy trying to make the 210 gets 1. They gave some pins back there in the 10th, but they're still comfortably ahead in that game.
Speaking of comfortably ahead, putt coming up in the 9th frame.
Look at Master Splinter and Squeaks, both double. Roadhouse spare open, Buck stepping up. So, again, they need a massive game, but this could not start any better for them. Right now.
Yeah.
Especially if Buck doesn't strike here, which he goes 210.
Dark cloud in full effect. Dark clouding.
I mean, we're only 2 frames in, but C-Span looks like he sanded that thing with a brick. Whatever he just threw down the lane.
Oh, Tommy Guns running over the 8-pin.
That looked pretty good, Tommy.
All right, let's see how Niner starts off game.
Yep. Yeah.
So Hungus telling us that we're just going to
Move
fly
on.
right through them. What about the ladies? I thought the ladies were supposed to start.
They're going to
here.
go right after the men are done. Like, we have to do 2 rounds of men's matches before the ladies start.
Oh, shit, really?
Correct. Because we're going to have 8 and 4, and then the ladies go to 8 and 4.
Correct. Oh,
So
shit.
settle in for a long winter's nap.
We might even have to, restart the feed. I wonder if we should push the 4-hour limit and see if it's a thing.
We'll find out.
With StreamYard. Might as well try it.
I think the 4-hour limit is a Facebook thing, not a StreamYard thing.
Right. So would Facebook still cut us off even though
think
we're on
so.
StreamYard?
I believe so, because it's still quote-unquote a live stream. No matter who the hosting entity is. I mean, we can try it. What the hell? Worst that we could do is to come back in 2 minutes
Yeah,
later.
have to shut it off and turn it back on. Wow, Roadhouse just missing a single pin.
Yeah, I
9
do.
pin.
I'm telling you. It would have been awesome if Splinter could have started with that triple, but this is a must-make for Splinter here.
Yeah, they need
I
every
wish I
pin
knew the
they
pin
can get.
differential on that, because that would, I know it's a ton. So. All right, that's a big make.
Yeah, it's going to be in the neighborhood of 170, 180.
I would say probably pretty close to that. That sounds about right.
So unfortunately, Niner started with an open frame, and both Jamaican Jerk and Carl Hungus both start strike. Wow, bad break. Lucky, even that 7-pin.
Glossy.
It was a 4-7. It is. That was
4-7. Yeah. Let's see if Squeak can strike here.
Oh!
It's 7-10 for Squeak.
Almost getting the 2-hander carry there, and
Pocket
come up
7-10.
Yeah, come up a little short on both. I mean, his name is Squeaky G, right?
True story. No, it's going to be a long day, folks.
Yeah.
But look, I mean, we have an absolute
Holy
annihilation
fuck.
going on 13 and 14.
Urban Legend.
Yeah, what's the total on that one, you know? I didn't get the game 2 total on that one because they went by it so fast. What's that one? I know that one. Yeah, I figured it was like 170. Yeah, so it's like 145, 170.
Okay.
Your pin differentials. And over here, it's going to be more.
It's going to be like 200.
Yeah, because they were up 37 after 1, and it's going to be
And like 30
about 200 after 2. So, oh, Jerk a little high.
So, yeah, I bet. For the
But,
littles. Boy made it through to face Barnes now. Oh, Ocho hated it, and it came up for a light mixer. Niner hating life right now. He's missing by the 5 boards between his temples.
Yeah, it's it's kind of like he used to have. Remember the old fake helmets that was a fake arrow through the head?
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of what he probably feels like.
It's what he looks like, too. So somebody who does not look like that is Urban Legend. Urban looks like he's getting comfortable.
Yeah,
He's
so
got the old 7-bagger.
Both guys are going to be over 250 in that game, by the way. He could shoot 269 to get them a nice 525 for two.
Yeah.
So, yikes.
Carl Hungus looks like he wants to get to the next round, starting double in that match. Checking back in on the old Squeaks and Splinter match. Squeak and Splinter both got a strike last frame, but they need a lot more than that. Oh, Niner able to strike. Oh, and meanwhile, Jamaican Jerk goes up and throws a split. I mean, that's our closest match right now. That's the only one that we actually have a chance of, a real chance of him switching around.
Yeah, so 160 pin win that match. So they're up 197 after 2.
And the only match that really isn't a blowout is that one on 11 and 12.
Correct. Yeah, and that one is overall a 25 pin advantage for Jerk and Hungus, which right now they're up 17 in this game, so they're in pretty good shape. Phil Frames can put a little pressure on with a double here, though. And he does.
Yeah.
And Niner kind of got a little bit of his head on straight there the last frame. So
He did, yeah. And, Jamaican Jerk giving that split back to him kind of helps that team. But I got to tell you, Hungus he's getting comfortable.
I'd like to see Niner on top of that gutter with like that theorem that he has. That get that ace step to kind of roll, but not quite as cover dominant as the big time is. And look what is in his hand, the theorem. Is that the hybrid or is that a pearl?
It's a pearl.
Pearl. Okay. Yeah, the original was a hybrid, right?
It was, yeah.
And he's standing right about 13, 14 with his feet.
Let's see if I can reset this camera again.
Is it blurry again a little bit? Oh, okay. Oh, Niner missing way right on that one, going Brooklyn.
No, right now. See, that's not doing it. I don't know why it's throttling that fucking camera. Let's try going in here.
And are you going to go throw some practice before you bowl? Probably? That doesn't look too bad. I can bring it up on mine too. Well, actually, if you just probably get it like that. Now it's still blurry. Huh. I don't know why it keeps doing that.
You would think it wouldn't happen with the hardwired cam.
I know, it is weird. You would think that would actually be the better.
It should be. Should definitely be the better cam.
Herb leaving a 7-10 there, but we're going. I'm gonna. I keep hitting the wrong thing. Let me see how it looks now. Yeah, it's still about the same. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do the best we can. Well, and Herb starting kind of not so hot this game. But with that massive lead, they're in good shape. It's going to force still C-SPAN and Ocho to throw a whole bunch of strikes. Niner made his spare, but Hunger starting with the front four, giving them a big advantage. So, it's Squeaks and Splinter are down like 170 after 2. Yeah, but I mean they would need. They need a lot. Yeah. This one's big. This one's pretty big. You guys are the closest match, so. Hungus just asking about the different pin differentials. So we feed at about 145 and 170, and then it's 197 on the pair on 13 and 14. And 35 pins for Hungus and Jer. Oh, Niner! He made the Greek church! Niner makes the Greek church! You saw it on the live feed, folks. What a shot by Niner. And he shot it at the 478 and drove the 4-pin in between the 610, and it got them both. Nice shot, dude. That was awesome. Or what do we call it? The non-denominational church now? Are we allowed to still say Greek church? I don't know. It's always been Greek church, so it's all Greek to me anyway. Oh, the battle of the two-handers here, huh? Ryan Barnes has front 7 against Foy, who can shoot 259. Wow. In the Gatorade jersey, or global maybe. I don't know. It looks like the Gatorade logo. That's great. I hate the look of those global jerseys, though. That looks like the Gatorade logo. Oh, yeah. That is true. His ball is totally matching. The old 210. He could still open here and still have the lead. It's just not crazy. What? Woohoo! So by the way, the feed ding dong is looking better now. All of a sudden, it looks great. We don't know why. It just is what it is.
It must be the Wi-Fi here in the building. Because that's the one that's our mic.
Yeah, it is weird. It's an odd thing, but it's got to be some kind of StreamYard connection with it or something. I don't know. Because it's doing the same thing on Facebook and YouTube's definitely not throttling it, for sure. So the bandwidth there is unlimited, basically. So I can see it if it says Facebook, because that'll throttle some of the feeds on YouTube. Yeah, the YouTube one won't do it, so it's got to be some kind of connection issue. But it's fine now, like when you go on there.
It must be the in-house Wi-Fi here.
It's got to be, yeah. Like when I just had it up on mine, it was fine. It was crystal clear. And now it's gone back to blurry again. But it was literally just clear like a minute ago. Yeah, that's okay. Again, we're going to cut down to 4 to just 2 pairs of lanes after this, so we'll figure it out anyway. We'll figure something out. Oh, Glossy going for that 4-7-10 there. They're still up 44 pins in this game. Niner with a nice cover there. They're battling. They're down 45, but would Jamaican jerk with an open, so make that 35 Hungus on a spare. I mean, potentially, but they got to make up 35 pins. So. Yeah, Randy, we're definitely aware of it. Thanks for letting us know. We're, kind of at the mercy of the center Wi-Fi. So I wonder if we tried the other one and not the We're on top of it, guys. We're going to maybe potentially do something before the next round starts with Wi-Fi connection. So just hang in there with us, and we'll get through it together. Splinter can shoot 256 this game. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. Buck on a 4-bagger, Roadhouse on a double. So even though it looks like Splinter and Squeaks are probably going to win this game, it's not. Unfortunately, it won't be enough for total pins. So it looks like Buck and Roadhouse will be moving on to the next round. But Splinter really did find something here pretty good in this game.
I don't know where some of the accessories are either. They're not in there.
Road and Buck are moving on.
Yeah.
And we don't know exactly on the other match. Niner and Phil are on life support right now. Need a lot of strikes.
Niner able to get a strike.
They need a lot of strikes right now. I mean, they're down 32 pins, but they also have to make up 35, so technically they're down 67.
So, speaking of life support, Ocho and C-SPAN on life support. However, Putt showing a little sign of
they're giving
some
back. They're not running away from this game, but when you're up 200, you don't, it's the other, you're forcing the other guys to throw a lot of strikes.
No, the other side of it here on 15 and 16, Tommy Guns and Bossy, they're going to run away with this game.
Yeah, they're up 50 right now, and Tommy on a 4-bagger. So it looks like every match except the one on 11 and 12 is settled. And that one, Phil Frame says, no, not so fast. If Jerk and Hungus don't strike here, almost a 4-9 for Jerk, hitting the 9 out late. Herb just doing Herb things. I don't think I've ever seen a bowler trip the 4-pin forward more than Urban Legend. That guy trips more fours forward on light hits than anyone I've ever seen. It is amazing how he does it. I will be right back. Time to hit the head.
Oh, light hit for G-Force. Going to be a little bit too late, though, in that match. The pin differential is huge already. And Tommy Guns looking for his 5th in a row here, stepping up on lane 16. He starts spare 4-bagger, pretty much closing out that match. C-SPAN gets a double. Not going to be enough, though. See if Hungus can keep it rolling. Yes, he does. That match definitely going the way of Hungus right now. A 32 pin. Urban Legend leaving 7-10. I don't think that's going to be enough to stop them. Oh, although Ocho comes up to make with a nice strike. Niner trying to make some magic happen. Yeah. Actually, my Putt looking to double it up here. Oh, great shot. Well in the lead. Puck ripcord going off the sheet, essentially.
Sorry, I was talking to Courtney for a minute about that sexy ass Volvo you guys just got. She said it's got a heated steering wheel.
It does, yeah.
Which is pretty dope.
Yeah, it's interesting.
All right,
so that match is done.
Done. Yeah, Splinter and Squeaks wins the game, but they lose the match. So I had Road and Buck already.
Already penciled in.
Yep, they're already on the board. But Roadhouse and Buck put up a pretty good number. I think whoever they would have won every single match here. Honestly, except maybe the Putt Putt and Herb. No matter who they bowled that round, I think they would have won because you look at their total score, they crushed. I mean, Splinter and Squeak bowled great that game, 434, and Buck and Road only lost by 12.
Right.
You know what I mean? So nice bowl, Bucky.
Buck and Roadhouse moving on to the next match.
They will take on the winner of the Niner Frame / Jerk Hungus match.
Looks like
you finally got it. You score it? Oh my God! Perfect. What made you take that hunk of garbage out of the closet? Just because? Oh. He's hoping it cracks. Let's see. You guys will be on 11 and 12. You guys are on 15. Yeah. I've had a few balls like that are not fun to throw because it looks amazing for like 59 feet, and then at 63 feet, it looks like shit.
So Adam checking in.
Oh.
Our good buddy Adam says update on the PBA Tour Players Championship, #1 seed Ethan Fury versus #2 seed Ryan Barnes. Someone is winning their first title.
Yeah, for sure. That'll be a fun match to watch. But make sure you're watching us too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it flares that much. Oh, nice. Weird ball. It's a weird ball. Bill Frames with a double. So right now, him and Niner are down 30. Also the 35. They're down 65 with 2 frames to go. That's going to be a lot to ask to make up, especially since they're only even on mark.
They're going to need some help for sure.
Yeah, they need a lot of help. That was a nicely rolled ball by Putt Putt. Wow, like that, you couldn't even hear it hit the fucking lane.
Rip the rack.
Way to put that shit on everything. Putt Putt pass bowling with Puff Puff pass. I mean, urban legend. Oh, Tommy on the ball change.
We got some of the women warming up on 10 now.
Yeah, you got B-Boop and
B-Dub.
B-Dub over there.
Got some girls moving in on 17 and 18, it looks like.
Oh, so they're having them start a couple of their matches? Or are they just practicing? Or I don't know.
Not sure.
Let's see.
Are the men going to sit while the women bowl?
So we have Nut and Lou bowling against Tilt and Bean. But I don't know what pair they're on. Oh, we have... Okay, so Nesquik. So they must be on 17 and 18. And then Spare Me and Mimi. So maybe they are going to start their match.
So spare me and
Nesquik
Mimi
and Shooter.
Okay.
Against Spare Me and Mimi. So that's on 17 and 18. I'm just writing that down. So I'm guessing that one of the other ladies' matches will start on 13 and 14. And I don't know which one that is. I really have no idea. Oh, Phil Frames with a triple. I mean, it's not going to put a lot of heat on this, but I mean, a little bit.
Yeah, if Hungus
like,
goes 4 through the base here.
Like an open here would be potentially pretty damaging.
Oh, 6 through the base.
That's the ding-dong dark cloud.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, so say he gets 2 here. That will give them a 22-pin lead, but only 1 mark. So basically, 3 marks. So they'll give them a 2-pin lead going into the 10th, with marks being, if you take the marks out of it. So Niner and Phil are going to have to outbowl them by 37 pins.
Yeah, because they got to make up that stagger, as Slow Ride would say. Randy's saying, let's go, Mimi. That's my sister.
I'm in there right now, so. Oh, there's someone there.
King shit happened
I don't know
earlier.
if they must be all together.
Yeah. Tommy Gun's trying a new piece. Didn't look very good.
They're downstairs. I think this is just the one. You see it? Does any on
Whatever reason.
that's all. Yeah, I'm guessing. They're probably downstairs.
Like, this one is fine, which makes zero fucking sense. Look, which makes zero fucking sense.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Maybe we can get the other Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so once that match is done, I'm going to talk to Hungus about it to see if we can get the dedicated, the other Wi-Fi that's here. Maybe less traffic on that one will make a difference for our camera. You know what I mean?
It makes no sense that the hardwired one would not.
I know. It is weird, but
and it looks
figure
great
it out.
here on the
I know,
main,
on our screen it
on
looks
the
awesome.
main computer. It looks great.
But we'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. All right, so
Niner goes way
yeah, they're not going to have enough.
Bill ball. Make it
So
jerk.
you're not.
Closes
We're
the
way above.
gap.
You're not hitting anything.
Make it jerk. Finishes that one off. Speaking of finished off, Ocho
Yeah, so I can pencil in
and C-SPAN are finished off.
Urban Putt.
Doc Moose and G-Force are finished off.
So we have Glossy and Guns taking on Urban Putt on 11 and 12. And yeah, so that match is over on the other one. So let's say we'll give Phil 60 pins. Even if he were to get them all, that only gives them a 34-pin lead. They need 35. That match is over. Officially, Hungus and Jerk are moving on.
Unless Hungus falls face down in the gutter for both shots.
Right. I mean, but even if he goes gutter, they'll still win by one.
Oh, done. Dunsky.
Hi, Erica. Hi, Erica. Okay, matchups are set. All right, I'm gonna
see if we can get them. We still have a little bit of bowling left to go.
The match on 11 and 12 is not over. I got clarification on the rules. No, it's not. Here's the thing. Total pins is that fourth deciding factor. Hungus and Jerk have to win this game to get 2 games, okay? And total for 3. If they lose this game, we're going to a roll-off because that means that it'll be 2-2. They have to win this game to go 3-1.
Oh, right. That's right.
So we're going to go to a roll-off, hey, Griff, if they lose this game. So Hungus is set up where Phil Frames cannot shut him up. If Hungus doubles in 7, it's over, they move on.
Yeah, but
Technically
Hungus
a double in 6.
Hungus is doing the worst thing in bowling right now, in my opinion. He's looking at the
score. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, that's hard.
Counting the math out.
Yeah. So a double in 6 technically is enough because if they were to tie this game, the split actually favors Hungus and Jerk in that scenario. Oh
no! See?
All right,
I'm
so
telling you, dude.
Math is like pin count is big here. Pin count's big. Phil Frames is still going to need a mark to win this because he'll be, say he goes off, it'd be 39 if he opens out, or 38, I think. So they're up. They're down 42 right now. Hungus needs to get pin count here.
Oh, it's 42.
Right. So now that makes it 43. I mean, it's not a big difference really, but so Phil Frames needs to count 44 pins here in the 10. A strike, it's over. Like over.
Yeah, because he's on the turkey.
He's on the turkey right now.
So the first 2 balls count towards the last.
And honestly, even pin count can be big. Even it's not a split. Something say it's a 16. You know what I mean? Like this, there's a lot of scenarios to play right now.
Absolutely.
A whole lot going on.
And he's taking a lot of time.
Right.
Oh,
wow! I just called
speaking of
6
the
count.
6 count.
So
That's a tough one too. The old Durbin.
He's got to make it. So give him, if he makes this 8, it's 20. Yeah, 8 only gives him 17. Right. Unless it's going to count him 20 on the spare. I'm not sure how the math works on these machines. If it gives him 20 on the spare, then he can. All right, so it's over. Hungus and Jerk move on. 6 out. It's over. All right, so I had it written in, but there was that interesting scenario if Bill Frames could have struck there. They would have won the game, and then Hungus and Jerk would have won total, and then we would have went to a roll-off. It would have been 2-2. But Niner and Frames had to win that game, and they didn't. So. All right, so they're going to move to 15 and 16. I'm going to see if we can get a different. Hold on 1 second.
We got the ladies moving in here. We're going to try to update the Wi-Fi so that way we can get a little bit better view, you guys, of the right-hand side pairs. Just a few balls left here in this match. Ocho has his 10th frame left, as well as Urban Legend. Oh, Ocho able to late trip the old 9-pin. He gets the ball. Nice strong finish. The old spike, that one was pretty popular for the righties on this pattern. All right, so let's see if we can get the new Wi-Fi here.
Let's take a look here and see how we're how things are shaping up. Got a different connection going. Let's see. That looks pretty good, Ding Dong.
Oh, there we go. Maybe that's what we needed.
Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So it's going to be an all ladies for this round, it looks like. The men will be waiting to bowl their semifinal matches with the ladies when the ladies bowl their semifinals. So. There we go.
Yeah, as you can see, they've already started practicing there.
A few of them have. Yep.
On 17 and 18. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. All right. So.
I think maybe it needs to be wiped off too or something. The camera lens.
You want me to try to get up here?
Maybe wipe the whole face of it because the it has that AI shit. You know what I mean?
Let me take my jacket off. I want to use this rather than a paper towel because that'll sand it a little bit. I don't want to sand it. This is really nice. Turn this inside out.
See if we can get all the way to the right side, just in case. Oh, no. Go ahead. It's all you. All right, we'll see if that helps.
I don't know if I
Point, just tilt it down just a little bit by bringing it back up. Yeah, just the camera though. Just the camera body part, yeah. Oh, other way. Oh, too much. Right there. Looks good. Perfect.
Good?
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, folks.
That looks pretty clear, I think.
Yeah. We got some new Wi-Fi. Wiped it off a little. See what we can do here for y'all. Marbles checking in. It's crisp video now. That's great. Hey, you know what? We needed a little blurry for the guys. You want it nice and crisp for the ladies, right? You want to see the ladies in nice crisp 1080p or 4K. No, that's a 4K camera.
Yeah.
So see them in 4K.
All right, so on third.
Yeah, baby, look at that. We're in
she's
business
golden now, so I think we're in good shape.
All right, guys. So I hope that you refreshed your beverages and gotten a sandwich and getting ready. We got the ladies on 17 and 18 have 4.5 minutes worth of practice. The ladies here on 15 and 16 getting their names in. Scott checking in. Looks good. 11 and 12 yet to get their names in. And the score's still up for the men, up on 13 and 14. Bass hasn't reset those ones yet, apparently. Better than we did.
All right, they're on 13 and 14. 11 and 12 is the Nugget match.
I mean, it's about 4.5 too. So
15 and 16.
yep. That doesn't help. Yeah. That's okay. You got there. Randy bringing up a great point. Congratulations to Mallory Clark yesterday. Runner-up in the regional. It was in somewhere in Pennsylvania, wasn't
Eastern
it?
Pennsylvania. It was at the Bowling City, Steel City Bowling and Brews. That's owned by Lee and Krista Sand. Nice people. Obviously, they come up here every year for PBA League and everything, and they're big supporters.
They're the Boulder X people, right?
Boulder X people, and they also, I think, they actually are hosting the PBA playoffs this year. I think finals. So yeah, so they do a good job there. Nice center too. So
Yeah. Scott checking back in. Let's go, Mallory. Mallory's going to be in front of you guys here on 15 and 16. Her nut sauce, it would be her proper name here at BoPo. She's going to be bowling with Dirty Lou up against my girl Bean and Tilt-A-Whirl. Bean, an awesome person. I got to bowl draft league with her last year.
super fun.
Great people.
Love both of them. Obviously, Tilt's my girl. Known Tilt for a long time now, and you know, pretty cool that they're bowling this match. And then we got 13 and 14. Obviously, you know which team I'm rooting for.
Hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
go with Brady's Wiener.
Well, yeah.
And, they're bowling with a couple other girls that I'm obviously good friends with Little Pickle or Jess Pickle this year.
Yeah.
And
Bora, yeah.
And 11 and 12, we have the matchup with Nugget and Redbush against V-Dub and V-Boop.
Let's go, Red Nugget.
And we already covered the 17 and 18 match earlier. Was Spear Me and Mimi against Nesquik and Shooter McGill.
Yeah, speaking of my girls, Shooter McGill and Nesquik, gotta love them. Also, Spare Me and Mimi, though, great friends all around
Top
here.
qualifiers, Spare Me and Mimi. They were the one seed.
They fucking went ham, bro. They don't care about no kosher shit.
Nope, let's go.
Yeah.
Kosher, non-kosher, who gives a shit? All I know is I need another cup of coffee. You need one thing wrong?
I could use a refresh.
All right. Let's get a refresh. We got plenty of half and half still. We're good there.
I was nursing it. I needed a nipple on the bench.
No kidding.
So Randy checking back in. That's a tough team with Dirty Lou. You better believe it. That's awesome, Dirty Lou. Probably the favorites, I guess, right now. I got to tell you that Red Bush and Nugget team's going to be tough. Brady's Wiener, always a factor here in this tournament. You never know what's going to happen. That's what happens when you bowl on sport. Anything can happen out there. Michael checking in, coming back from Pennsylvania. Valerie must be running on fumes today. Hey, sometimes that's when you bowl your best. Because you don't try to over bowl the ball. You just roll it. All right, so practice is now completed on 17 and 18. They're ready to go. 4 3/4 minutes left on 15 and 16. We have 5.5 minutes left on 11 and 12. And if somebody could go tell Bass to reset 13 and 14 so these guys can get their names in, that'd be great. I just sent somebody in to reset it for you. Do they? Oh, yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, it's good. All right. So now they're ready to get their names and practice started on 13 and 14. We need to put a little firecracker under some of these ladies' butts here to get them moving. All right, Nesquik starting it off in the match over there. Oh, big strike! Starting that match off with a big strike, Nesquik! All right, spare me for the hang count. Shooter McGill. Oh, not quite as lucky. Even a little split in the pocket. Should get warmed up, though. Speaking of getting warmed up, 13 and 14 is finally on. They have 7.5 minutes left of warm-up. Just over 3 minutes left on 11 and 12. And just under 3 minutes left on 15 and 16 worth of warm-ups. Now's the time, folks. Refresh your beverages. Grab a snack. Throw your nachos into the oven. Get them warmed up and ready for this round of ladies' matches. We refreshed the internet for you guys, so hopefully we'll have a little bit better view of the right-hand lanes, 15 through 18, here in this match. Mimi starting out with 7 count after, looks like Spare Me made her spare. Shid McGill getting some count there on the split. You might see some open players on 19 and 20. They are not part of the tournament. Neither are the people bowling on 9.
Right now, we got our coffees here. Here you go, Ding Dong.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, hit me up. Let's see if we put it next to the mic. Can you hear the hot, steaming, beautiful coffee? Here at Bayside Bowl, CBD coffee. Coffee by design. Love them. Check them out in your local grocery stores. Well, I know that they have them around here.
I thought we threw a little in there.
I need some the old THC and CBD in these
videos. I thought we were going to get a little, are we going to have Vape Gate here too?
Yeah.
We're not competing, so, you know.
No comment. No comment. I'm pulling out the old Anthony Simonson. No comment.
I'll pull up the old Marshawn Lynch. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
That too. All right, so Randy checking in. There you go. Mimi starting off with a nice spare. on the old Splinter, 3-6-10.
Yeah. Let's see what Nesquik does here on the old 139.
That's a tough one, and she picked it up starting strike spare.
Good start.
Great start. Spare me starting with a pair of spares. Mimi with the strike. All right, so
prediction time. We didn't do our predictions yet. I'll give mine on the 11 through 14s, and then you'll go first on the other ones like we did last time.
I love it. Let's do it.
I like the matchup on 11 and 12. Again, I think experience comes into play here on that one. I like Nugget and Redbush. I love me some B-Boop and B-Dub. Great team, great people, but I think I'm going to go with Nugget and Redbush on that one.
I love me some Red Bush. You know? Well, anyways, they only have 45 seconds left in practice. I am going with Nugget and Red Bush as well. I think they have a little bit more tournament experience, like you mentioned. Nugget lately has been rolling it really good during league, so you can't discount that either. Red Bush bowls a few times a week. I know that BW and BoPo, they're in here practicing a lot, so anything can happen. But experience-wise, I got to go with Nugs and Red on that matchup as well.
13 and 14. I'm not even going to try to hide my bias. So I got to go with my old Sharks teammate in Speedy Wiener and my wife, Mrs. Brady, even though she's wearing her other husband's name on her jersey, not her real husband's name. But I'll go with Brady and Wiener to get the win over Pickle and Bora. But I can't hide my bias in that one.
Yeah, well, you know, I have some bias there as well,
Right.
too, because also in that matchup you have fellow Sharks, Speedy Wiener. So, you know, that's an unfair call. It's unfair to Pickle and Bora in that one just because, you know, the connections are going to draw us to the Brady's Wiener team. So I mimic that as well. So let's move on to somewhere where we don't have as many connections. However, that's a lie.
The next one is a lie.
That's a
That's
lie.
a lie. So you got to pick the next one. I'm going to guess. I think I know where you're going.
Yeah, I mean, we have our girl, our Bowler Builders Pro Shop, EWBA Superstar Nut Sauce, up against with, you know, another one of the best bowlers in the state, leading the doubles right now with a Bob Grass at like 14 fucking billion pins, something, 1460 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dirty Lou. So I got to go Nut Sauce and Dirty Lou in that one. They have the experience, they have the game, they have the knowledge, they have the power. Love Bean, love Tilt Twirl, but, you know, I mean, you just statistically, like we were talking about with the men, you go 3 games and total pins, it's hard to go against that team.
I'm with you. Not much else to say. Love me some Bean and Tilt, but I'm with you. Nut Sauce, Dirty Lou. Moving on to 17 and 18.
Yeah. So I have a little bit of bias, I think, in this matchup. Now, you know, Mimi and Spare Me, they can definitely go off. Mimi, probably the most experienced bowler over there. Deep down, I really want to see Nesquik and Shooter move on. You know, just the connections. Plus the fact that Nesquik, because Shooter usually bowls with White Russian, but trying to get Nesquik more involved, she's bowling with Nesquik this year.
Yeah.
I would love to see them move on because that would be a huge confidence boost for Nesquik moving on. And Shooter McGill being a long-time Candlepin player, I think it's going to help her out with her spare game here. And if Mimi can kind of get shaken a little bit, I'd like to see Nesquik and Shooter move on. They might be the underdog. I'm going to take the underdog.
All right, so in that one there, I'm going to go with the statistics. We're going Jesse Austin. I took the underdog and the men on that pair. I'm going to take the favorites on that pair this time. Just because Mimi and Spare Me have a very good chemistry. Nesquik and Shooter doing a good job getting in. They haven't bowled together, not nearly as long as Mimi and Spare Me have, because they bowled in a lot of 2v2 different things together the last 2 years. I would kind of like where they're at, so I think it'll be a tight match, but I will take the contrarian side of that with the favorite. Give me Mimi and Spare Me in that match.
So Ethan Fiore just took down the
Player
tournament
championship.
champion.
Yeah, that's a big one. A
Player
major.
champion, yeah.
Kid takes a major home in his. That's impressive in his rookie season. Nice job, kid.
Kind of ironically, they had Chris Barnes giving him the trophy as well.
Right.
That was kind of cool. Randy checking back in. Dirty Lou and Nut Sauce and Mimi and Spare Me. And he loves him some Red Bush as well. Yeah, Red Bush. Love Red Bush. Stick my face right in it.
All right, looks like all the matches are now underway.
Finally.
Yes. So,
The girls take a little longer, I guess, to get started up.
well, to be fair, 13 and 14, so they had to wait for the men to finish. So that pair.
Maybe the batteries are winding down a little.
It happens. You know?
Yeah, you know. Yeah. You need some fresh
recharge.
Duracells
Let's go.
out here. Where's the
Get a recharge.
Energizer Bunny?
Recharge for a long day of bowling.
Wow. I got to tell you, some great spares being made over there by Nesquik.
Mimi trying to peel it off the corner, leaving the 1-2-8. Equal spare, no washout, so that's okay.
That makes sense because she missed the head pin to the left in the last ball, so making an overcorrection definitely makes sense. Shooter McGill with the strike. All right, BoPo is starting off with a good 9-count shot in that match. Wow, go for the count. Go for the
This
count.
is Brady with a 10-pin. Good opening shot, though.
Doug's first shot. Oh, a little heavy.
Nice shot there by
36. Laura starting with a spare, yeah.
So Dirty Lou splitting. Back-to-back splits. It gave her 7, but it's on an open, so I don't even think you need to worry about correcting that unless you whiffs both of these.
Yeah, unless it fucks up on the spare, then it's all good. You know, I think the lanes are going to come to that team, though, a little bit. Oh! That's quick!
Oh, and Nugget with a nice spare on 12. I mean, again, it's so early right now. Mrs. Brady missed the 10-pin. Let's see what Speedy Wiener can do here. She actually tried this ball at the end of practice. That's that Enrique Pearl. That ball looks really good at the end of practice.
Pair of strikes with the Shooter McGill. That's quick, team. Let's go.
All right, let's check who's at my open house. Hopefully more than one. Well, there was some people leaving. We had some people there
Where's that?
at the house for the open house today.
Oh,
There was
you
some
had
more
that
people.
today?
Okay, well, that's good. I think that's 3 couples so far.
Was it Rich? Was Rich there?
Yeah, he's there right now till 3. If you want to go to my open house today, we're selling our house. I can have Rich turn on the Frankie and Ding Dong show. You can watch it while you're touring the house.
There you go, yeah. So it looks like that Wi-Fi has helped out our problems.
Yes. Oh, hang on, ball. Oh, Mrs. Brady coming in high for a 410.
It's real early in that match, though.
It totally is. Even through one, he put both teams with an open and a spare. So
The only match that really has some frames to talk about would be that match on 17 and 18, and we have a double up there for Shooter McGill.
no, I think we're still good. So Spare Me with a nice cover.
Jeremy making the spares, like her namesake.
I like the matching team shirts they got going for this too.
Yeah.
Both teams do. That's great.
That's really great, yeah. Something you don't see on the men's side.
yeah, the only-
Chunk spare.
I don't
for
think we
Nesquik.
saw any of the men's team. None of them had. Oh no, it was Jerk and Hungus had.
Jerk
shirts.
and Hungus
Those
had
are
the
their old
matching
school. They've
shirts,
had
yeah.
those forever.
Oh, Baron!
Or on the washout.
All right, so Red Bush and Nugget up a little bit to start off after 2 frames in that match. We got a really tight match here on 13 and 14, just starting up.
Brooklyn maybe. Oh, 8 count for Weems. That one hooked a lot. I think she was surprised how much that hooked.
And then just a little bit in the positive right now, early in this matchup for the Dirty Nut Sauce team.
So in the matchup on 17 and 18, we have a 14-pin lead with 3 frames to go for Spare Me and Mimi.
And they're both working on spares, where Nesquik and Shooter are both working on opens.
So you can basically call that a 34-pin lead, like old school when we used to count the marks at the bottom.
Yeah, I miss that.
Yeah, me too. I still do it, but it's just a little harder to.
So great spare for Speedy Wiener. She starts out with a pair of spares. Speaking of spares, Spare Me peeling it off the ditch. Spare Me with the late strike.
And she is catching fire. Strike, 9 spare strike the last 4. Really putting the heat on Nesquik here. Nesquik, that's a tough spare.
Yeah, it is.
138. Very tough spare.
She just chunked off a very similar spare, too.
Okay. Nice cover there by Tilt the World, as her and Bean are down only 18 through 4 right now. Mrs. Brady with a nice ball.
Oh, come on,
10
10-pin.
So that was a good shot, though. That was right there. Let's have her cover the spare here and get back on the horse.
After that great
Laura going
washout.
Brooklyn.
Oh, pushes the 9-pin off the deck.
Getting it off the wall for Nesquik on that one. That was a nice
Wall ball, baby, wall ball. See if Bean can throw a double up there. Just tried to roll it, but just left the 2-pin.
Good ball, though.
Nugget shooting at a bucket here. Oh no, chunk bucket.
But just Pickle with a pocket 4-9. And Dirty Lou's still trying to get lined up. Her look on this pattern was not great all season. So,
No.
Because she likes to really twirl and get around the ball a lot. And a lot of
does.
times it just doesn't see it soon enough. And then if she tries to get it in, it just hits that friction and goes sideways.
Yeah,
Ween with a... Ugh, that was gross.
I've seen her leave that a couple times this season on the earlier shifts.
Yeah.
The old 4, 5, 7, never a good spare to
That
look
might
at.
look too much. Oh, it just straightened out for her. Oh, she might... Oh, good try by Pickle.
I do believe Ween picked this up this week, actually, on Tuesday.
Did she?
Tuesday? Was it Tuesday we bowled?
You guys did bowl this week.
Okay, so it was
last
the week before.
Yeah.
Oh, Nesquik! With the messenger! Let's go!
That was a nice shot right there.
Late strike. Just what she needs.
Let's see if Spare Me can double it up.
Spare Me!
There she is.
Huge double! Late in the game.
All right, Mrs. Brady, that might come forward and nope, not enough. Not enough gas. Just a 3-pin though, so let's see if she can get off the schneid here with a mark in the fourth.
Looks like Redbush and Nugget are still in a little bit of a lead over there, about 20 pins right now. Shooter McGill shooting at the 5-6, can only get the 6 though. Great pickup for Nut Sauce.
That was a good shot. Good shot.
They're a little bit lead. Was it 2 pins?
22 pins right now with a markup, so 32, if you want to call it. Oh, Mrs. Brady missed that 3-pin. I didn't see that.
Oh, I missed it. She's got a little bit of a rough start, but
Kind of rough all the way around on that pair right now.
yeah,
Not
the
a
other
lot.
team is kind of waiting on them. So
Yeah, they're down 19 early. But again, it's so early in that match. They're in the 4th frame. Oh, good try there.
BW almost
BW.
making a big split.
Means
Yeah.
leaving the exact same 3-pin that Mrs. Brady just left. So. And Spare Me with a little shaker 9 count on 18. Let's see if Nesquik can double this up.
See, just like you talked about, Dirty Lou tried to tighten that one up,
Yeah,
didn't
just-
get it out down lane, and it came up heavy. Lucky to just leave the 6-pin, honestly.
Oh, big double.
Nesquik
Big double.
with the late double. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, they're down 40 right now.
Spare Me, you know, if she makes a spare.
Yeah, she covers this. It's
Pretty much
gonna be
toast.
tough sled.
Redbush just struck. Let's see if Nugget can strike. Yes, she does.
Yeah, so that match over there, we have an 11-pin lead for Redbush and Nugget, but they're on 2 marks to 1. 21-pin lead, basically. And the other match, 13 to 14, 19 down for Mrs. Brady and Weems. Mrs. Brady changing balls.
That
Oh, there we go. Into the damn good Verge Pearl. That ball is a little bit less than her stealth pearl that she likes so much. And definitely showed there. That ball was really good.
Redbush with the double. Oh, Pete just moved the 5-pin. It's going to be out of range.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be.
It's got to be.
So the old 5-10, but that's like a 4.5-10.
Yeah. The old 4.5-10.
Another nice mixer for nut sauce on 15.
And Ween's still trying to figure out that left lane a little bit. Having a tough time with 777, which is good when you're at the casino, not so good on the bowling lanes.
It's great on the old one-arm bandit, isn't it?
Exactly.
Oh, crossover for Nugget! Pair of doubles!
Yeah, that's big, too.
Red Nugs! Doubling up!
Now, is that a split on 11, or is it just a single pin?
It is a split. It is
So
a
they're
4.5. Wait,
I think so. I think it's just the 4.5.
oh, I thought the 10 was up, but it is not. It went out.
All right, so Weens and Brady, they're in a little bit of trouble here. They're down 21 and down a mark, so...
We're almost done over there on 17 and 18.
Yeah, that's going to be a win for game 1 for Spare Me and Mimi. They're going to win this one by a little better than 40 pins. They kind of pulled away there at the end a little bit. Nice 9th and 10th frame by the experienced team.
Oh, Mimi almost shaking out a strike there.
So I'll write down their pin differential here. Plus 42 after 1.
Anything can happen, though.
Anything can happen. Mrs. Brady with a nice ball again. Another 10-pin. That's her third 10-pin already.
Did anyone call in the out of range?
VW went over and told them at the desk. So
Bora with a great pickup on the 4-pin there. $17 and 18, getting ready to start game 2.
Mrs. Brady makes this 10-pin, so she's figured out her early game woes. Strike and a spare now, back on the board, trying to keep her team in it. They're down 21, technically down 31 because Wiener's on an open and Pickle's on a mark.
Yeah, but that's there's still half a game left. Bowling left.
And that was way right by Pickle there. That's a good 7.
Wow, Spare Me's eating up. Starting that match with a strike. They already have 1 win. That's quick. Oh, all right. Leaving the old 1-3-8. The old 4-5 for Ween again is not able to get that ball to face up the way she needs it to.
Right.
Mimi leaving 10-pin.
That's too bad. I'd watch that on video.
Looks like B-Dub is in the plastic over there. That looks like the old plastic ball you used to have there. The
that Maxim, that black, white, yellow one.
Yeah, I mean, check it out when it comes back. But it's kind of what
yes,
it
is.
like.
I am pretty sure. That's what it looks like. Definitely looks
like that exact Maxim.
It is. I can see the logo on the side. Actually, yeah, it is. Ebonite logo. I see it. Definitely plastic. Oh, that's way right. That's probably, that's a whole lot of stuff. Okay.
No washout there.
No washout. Just the 129.
It's pin allergic.
So she's on the board.
All right, so Redbush looking to put a big herd on in that match.
Triple here would be massive.
Oh, comes up heavy.
Oh, a squasher through the
Gets
nose.
lucky. Puts that shit on everything. I gotta tell you, if Nugget puts another one up there, that match is pretty much
That game
toasty.
is in severe.
Toasty roasty. Little weak 10 pin there. For BoPo.
There it is. So you can see it.
Yeah, just like we talked about.
Yeah.
That one looked a little slow.
Like right, left.
Spare me! Starts off with a double.
Right, and then she tries to get it and jam it, it just
Nugget puts that shit on everything. That team is well in the lead here early through 6 frames. I don't think they're going to look back.
Right, true. All right, so we're back here now. Bora stepping up on 14. They fixed the lane. Nesquik with a nice spare.
Yeah, she needs it.
And oh, by the way, they did both get those triples, folks. So
Yeah,
on
they
11
did.
and 12. So that's a 55-pin lead right now, but really more like 95.
Yeah,
Bora with a big strike there.
the big hurt. Who is the big hurt?
Frank Thomas.
Yeah,
Big
that's
hurt.
what's going on over there on 11 and 12.
Big hurt. Yeah.
Frank Thomas is,
Frank
oh,
Thomas going crazy.
it looks like Nugs is just cleaning deadwood.
Oh, it's a little main candlepin action there. Oh, hook a lot ball.
Bowling for dollars.
Mrs. Brady goes 7-2. They're in trouble here. Like they're down 32. It's getting late.
You know why? So the good thing for Nut Sauce and Dirty Lou is Bean and Tilt World can't find a look either. So that helps a lot because you got no one
Really,
who's lined up
the
on
only
that
ones who
pair.
have found a look are on 11 and 12, and that's Redbush and Nugget. Everyone else is kind of struggling in that middling zone right now.
Yeah, Spare Me's found it though. She found it at the end of last game, and she's going to double and start this
She
game.
does, yes. She went strike, spare, strike to finish the last game. Obviously, going off this game so far.
She's playing right up the ditch.
Oh,
That
yeah.
one's not going to respond.
Nope.
Wait, is that same guy that was in practicing before?
Yes, it is.
Weird.
I think he was in A Million Ways to Die in the West with that mustache.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
got like this backwards flick of the ball. It's weird.
And Weens covers the spare.
Got
So they're
that
down.
sharks and strike spare ball. I think
I know. Yeah, we had fixed the thumb on it because it had a bad chipping issue. And, I mean, that's a ball you don't want to get rid of because it's just a cool, like one of those cool design your own logo balls.
Yeah. But, you know, you always got to be leery about resurfacing those balls because they're basically just screen printed on there. And once you
get one of them.
resurface it, it's going to turn white. Oh, wow! Nick! Almost making the non-denominational church.
Yeah, we saw Niner make that earlier. Yeah. And Dirty Lou, like I was talking about ball reaction wise, not a good ball reaction.
Yeah,
She needs to jump about 5 and 5 left with that, and she might be able to find something.
All right, let's watch some people who have some glue on it right now.
Yeah,
Redbush
exactly.
working on the 3-bagger.
Yeah, she needs way more service.
Oh, right up the grill! Redbush throwing on the hamburger sandwich.
Yeah, she's hungry, I guess. Bean laying out the Samuel L. Jackson line.
Oh, wow, that was weird.
Snakes.
Pro Tour washout.
Punching out the fucking
She
fork.
punched out the 4-pin trying to go between the 1-4.
It's not easy to do.
Wow, that was crazy.
That's why I play that on the right side a lot of times now because I've been burned so many times going through that spot. Unless I'm backing it up with my spare ball, then I'll go on there.
Back it up. Speaking of backing up, looks like the pin total is backing up for Nesquik and Shooter right now.
Yeah, it's right. I agree with that.
Mimi and Spare Me are just on a heater. Nesquik trying to throw the heater, but leaves a little shaker 3-pin. Great pickup for Nugget. 2-7 baby split. woes continue for the old Dirty Nuts, but their nuts are clean enough to still be in the lead.
So again, we have Pickle and Bora in the lead by 31. 2 frames to go. Both teams with 1 mark. So basically even on marks. Mr. Brady and Ween got to come up with something in the 9th frame here.
Here's the deal, though. The scores are low enough in that match where next game they could easily make up the pin difference, even if they do lose.
Oh
this
yeah,
game.
no question. It's no one's running away with that match at this point. No one's stepping up there with a 3 or 4 bagger in that match. So we don't even have a double yet in that match. So
BoPo just threw a nice strike. Redbush, gives one back.
oh
Misses
yeah,
the pin.
Mrs. Brady with a strike in the 9th.
Late game strike. If Ween could double up
Nice shot,
here,
babe.
that could change things altogether.
It could, 100%, 100%.
So, and meanwhile, Dirty Lou actually had a good-looking shot there. It came up just a touch heavy,
Yeah,
leaving a
6-pin.
6-pin, but closer than she's been. Oh, Bean hated it.
So if the last one she didn't get was a motherfucker, is that the motherfucker please on that one on the strike?
Yes.
Let's see if Weens can get a strike
Come on,
here
Ween.
too. Oh, bad break. That pin actually prevented the head pin the 5-pin from going back and getting the 9. If you can get a bad break on a Brooklyn, that was a bad break on a Brooklyn.
Yeah, I agree.
And then Pickle getting a good break on a one that could have been a big 4, leaving just a 6.
Although even the spare here for Ween is huge because it sets them up for a Big 10. And it's going to make Pickle and Boris show up in the 10.
For sure, yeah. So that's 100% right. And Pickle's going to make this to keep that third 29-pin advantage. And, if she misses this, all of a sudden that could flip that match around in the 10th frame. But she's a good spare shooter, so she makes it.
Yes, she does. Bean tried to go to the well again and didn't have enough bucket to catch the water.
Yeah, Mrs. Brady, she's going to throw. She throws a strike up here on this first shot in the 10. They all of a sudden they can find a little bit of momentum, maybe.
Right. Nugget making the spare 4-7.
Nut sauce right off the 3 board that time.
Oh, come on, 6-pin.
Is that the DB5?
Laura leaving 10-pin as well.
Where's the
Spare
daddy?
Me. Spare Me showing a little bit of mortality there, leaving the 4-5-7 a la Wiener.
Oh, good ball. A little high 4-pin. At least she's kind of found that target now. You have a strike and a 4-pin on both lanes, so she just gets lined up for game 2.
Redbush gets a strike. So Spare Me leaves that same Wiener split, showing a little bit of life for the quick shooter team.
Yep. Yeah, they're kind of grinding it a little bit. Spare Me gets 2 on the split. So they're up right now, 45-ish pins. But Quick can cut into it with a spare, which she does.
Oh, no! Chopper.
Mrs. Brady with a big open there on the 10th, on the 4-pin. So.
Is that legal? Can I do that still?
Sure. I think. I don't know.
Just like the Cleveland Indians? Is it still the Cleveland Indians?
They're the Cleveland Guardians.
Oh.
But you still have the Atlanta Braves. And you have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Florida State Seminoles. But you can't have the Cleveland Indians. And you can't have the Washington Redskins. They have to be the Commanders.
Yeah, see,
that one was kind of crazy because the whatever tribal nations got together and said they wanted Washington to keep their name, and the NFL was just like, no, you need to change it anyway. So I just call them the Command Skins because that sounds better.
I don't see it as a diss. I see it as honoring. So, it kind of, I see it as holding them up. Like, you have these other teams that are, strong animals, the Panthers even. It shows that they're strong people. But I guess not everyone sees it that way.
23-pin lead for Nut Sauce and Dirty Lou after 1. And it's going to be at least a 40-pin lead for Pickle and Bora. They finished that game on a heater in the 9th and 10th.
Oh, Redbush! finishes it off with a strike spare.
So 42 pin lead going into game 2. All set. So Mrs.
Another
Brady and
strike for
Wiener will
Redbush.
just have to regroup here, that's all, and get back in it.
Redbush could finish with 4 in a row over
Yeah,
there.
she can shoot 237. They're up over a hundo right now. They got a 187 going on. Not the game either. Not a 187. A 187.
Redbush! What a game!
That was a better shot than Dirty Blue. She was a little more direct with a bigger ball. Something with a little bit of surface on it. Getting her ball to actually pick up a read.
All right, let's see if Miss Brady can start off this game a little better than last game. Hey, crossover for a strike. It's
Stealth
way
curl,
better.
let's go. She's got a stealth mode in her bag too, but I think that might be a little too early right now.
Oh shit! It looks like the pin differential is getting bigger and bigger on that match in 17 and 18.
Well, I mean, they're going to gain, so it's 46 pins, but Nesquik and Shooter are going to gain 10. They have a markup. So they're down 36.
All right. So it's doable, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna need better shots than that, though.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like Ween changed
Mark!
balls.
Well, she used that one in the 9th and 10th.
Did she?
But she actually shimmed it a little. So we have 2 strikes on the board for the first time today in a frame for that team.
Let's go. Oh,
And Bean with
shaving
I
that
like
10 pin.
Bean's,
But
I like Bean's vocabulary. This is straight out of the Frankie Aberlon vocabulary playbook.
yeah, all
Dropping
the four
F-bombs
letter
at the end of the approach. That's also a nice spare there.
That's what Bean was trying to do. Nesquik, great spare.
Pickle with the strike.
Nugget leaving that 2-8. This was very popular lead for the righties. She only gets the 8 pin though. Sneaking out the back pin. Shooter! Shooter McGill with the strike. They're showing some life here late in the game.
I mean, right now, even though they're down, they're forcing the other team to stay clean. They have to stay clean. You know what I mean? So
See how Mimi responds. Brooklyn leads the 6 pin.
yeah, that's making it.
Let me check in on the feed and see how it looks for y'all.
This is Brady going after it. Makes it. Makes the 310. That's a huge make right there to keep them.
Yeah, I'm
basically
guessing
dead
that's what it was.
even. Yeah,
the
that looks
Wi-Fi.
great. Looks amazing now, so that's good.
So we're on a different house Wi-Fi. I'll have to talk to Greg about him running.
That's
his
like instead
Cat
of
6.
getting the well tequila, you get the good stuff.
Yeah. Get the Jose.
Tequila. Also true.
The which one?
You said tequila, which is just gross. But now that's like going from like. That's just a fact. I don't know if it's a song, but
Here's the only good point.
Well, let's get that shit out. What are you waiting on? Tornadoes.
Cameras to shut off.
you're right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
NC-17.
That's right.
Network.
That's right. So if
Let's go.
so Wiener covers the spare. The Wiener is covered. We just talked about Trojan sponsoring this thing earlier.
Now we're talking about loincloths.
Right. Uh-oh, we have a ding-dong sighting on 12.
Oh,
We got a ding-dong sighting
with the plastic.
with the plastic. Yeah, that sounded like 4, too. Oh, Mrs. Brady trying to
That sounded like 4. Oh no, Spare Me leaves a split late in the game.
plastic ding-dong.
Oh, Shooter not able to get the 10 to go out.
NC-17.
NC-17, yeah. Maybe we could put a little rating down.
Yeah, a
here.
little rating. Oh, that's $1.
I was sitting.
It literally fell all by itself.
Wow, that was weird. No one even touched the fucking chair.
That was the, you know what that was? That was the ghost of Tom Joad.
Yeah. Hey, that means the gravity is strong right now. Let's knock down some pins, girls.
Yeah, it's weird. I didn't even touch it.
No, it's fine.
All right, so Shooter able to make that 10 pin. They're going into the 10th frame with the, is it the 9th frame? 10th frame with Bear Mark.
Whistling past the graveyard, as they say on that one.
Red Bush leaving 10 pin.
That ball is pretty great.
Mimi needs a spare. She gets it.
Oh! Yeah.
It looks like Speedy Wiener's settling in this game pretty well.
Laura makes a spare. She is on it today. She is great.
She's been bowling great on this pattern.
It seems like for the ladies, straighter is greater. The ladies that are playing it straight into the pocket have been having a much better time on this pattern than the ones who like to curve it.
Sarah, you mean?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
So
I
at BW go to a
BW.
perk daddy there, and that went high for a 410. So we went from light dot to perk daddy. That's a very big change.
Yeah.
But I guess when you go going through the face with a white dot, where do you go? Or maxim, or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe move in and try
House
to
rock.
whack it. Yeah, you play the boogie ball.
Unfortunately, Nesquik could not double up. Okay, they are in the 9th frame.
Yeah.
But if she makes a spare, it could help.
Yeah. If she makes this, they're only down 22, and both teams even on marks. And now it looks like it's
There we
pretty
go.
good. Tough spare here for Jess Pickle. She makes it. That's the right way to play that, I think.
They won, Just Pickles team won by 42.
Nugget makes the 128. That's a tough one.
Yeah, they're up by over 100. Like 130, I think. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Shooter leaving just a
That was
6
a pretty
pin.
good shot off.
Oh no, the old Zen Turtle.
Stealth Pearl right now.
She's tried a little bit of everything. I didn't think that looked bad, but
Yeah, that rolled forward and died.
I was going to say, I think it transitions super fast.
Shooter! Well, looks like a slight advantage for Spare Me and Mimi going into the 10. They're already up 1
I
zip.
think she's trying to, probably would be a bad idea.
Red Bush! Starting to stretch their stride. Oh, wow, Dirty Lou!
That was a bigger ball there.
Putting that shit on everything, getting a look.
Yeah, for sure.
Laura with another spare. She's bowling great right now. Nugget! Pair of the strikes for that team in that frame. See if Nut Sauce can build upon the strike that Dirty Lou got. We're going into the 10th frame in the Spare Me and Mimi match against. Oh no! No! Nesquik wrapping the 6 around the 10 on the wall, not able to convert.
Yeah,
Man,
so
that
they're
would have
down
been
22.
huge. 22 pins. Could be 23 if Spare Me gets the count here. That spare would have been huge.
Pickle. Ooh, that's a tough spare. That 6 count one. That's a hard one. That's a hard spare.
Spare Me's going to get the count.
I told him this is great. Yes, he got
Red Bush! Huge double! That team is looking tough today. right, so that effectively ends this game for the Nesquik Shooter McGill.
There were 42 up.
That's going to go up to Zip, Spare Me, and Mimi over
Mimi
Red.
and Fairby's going to win that one, too. If she could really put a hurt on pin total if she strikes out against him.
Oh!
That's a big one. Right there.
Mimi! Oh! Shooter makes it 6-7-10 in the 10th frame.
That's a great
Get
shot.
some pins back.
That's a big one right there. Mrs. Brady with a nice shot there, a 7-pin.
They're still going to lose, but at least that mitigates it by, 8, 9, 10 pins here, depending on her count. Maybe even 11 or 12 if she strikes.
Mimi, you get
Mimi,
9.
wow, that could have been a strike.
That was a good ball.
All right, so she gets an extra 8 there. So, gives Shooter an extra 9 pins in that 10th frame by making that split. So,
Mrs. Brady's really struggling right now.
what are we looking at for pin difference here?
So it is a 37-pin lead there on that game.
So now it's
So
like
now it's like
60.
plus 37. Make that plus 79.
Ooh,
That's a big difference right now.
that's a tough one. Randy checking in. There you go, sis. Mimi actually bowling great.
Oh, Weens, that got way right. Way right.
Yeah, we giving it a little extra room there. She's bowling pretty well, though. Speaking of bowling pretty well, over there, the Redbush Nugget team, probably the hottest team out there right now.
Great right now.
Dirty Lou looking like she was finding something, but leaves a split. Just as I say that, the
6-1.
cloud gets darker,
Yep.
and Redbush leaves the old bucket full of chicken.
Dirty Lou goes 3-bagger, 6-1.
Lost the first 2 by 200. Speaking, I lost the first 2 by 200.
Oh, get 4.
Oh, no. All right, hey, that's not too bad. They have a huge lead, and she's bowling great, so we'll drop on the bucket. No,
Oh, my God. So she leaves a
not
4-9
the
now.
4-9.
Well, that's too much ball.
So back to the plastic as BW leaves a bucket of her own. And 7-9 in the pocket for Nuts Boss.
I got to about the 3 board, 4 board.
Bean making it spare. Meanwhile, Dirty Nuts leaves a pair of splits. Laura bowling very steady right now.
I did.
Nesquik starting off that match, leaving the 1-2-4-7. The old picket fence, as they call it.
Yep, picket fence.
Good spare on the bucket for BW.
Mrs. Brady is split every time on the left lane. That's not good.
Spare Me bowling
And 2
very
of those, the
well.
last 2 were actually pocket shots. One was that light pocket, the other one was flush with that 4-9. So really not finding a good look at all right now.
All right, so the old Red Nugs giving a frame back.
Lean with a 9.
Oh, a Brooklyn strike for Speedy Wiener. Great ball for Dirty Lou, but can't get the 10 to fall. Not able to get the 10 to fall is Shooter McGill, even with another great shot. Spare and a strike for Spare Me and Mimi to start that match in the third game. They're already well in the lead by 79
Oh,
pins.
God, yeah. All right, so we're waiting for 14 to get racked.
Pair of splits on 11 and 12.
So Wiener staying clean through 6 on a strike. Hopefully Mrs. Brady can just figure it out and get lined up here.
Let's see if Red Bush can make the old 6-7.
What are we trying? Wait a minute, what are we trying?
Great spare for Dirty Lou.
I made a comment on the telecast about it. I was like, that ball's so ... pretty.
Oh, spare me. Speaking of pretty, spare me through a pretty one. See if Huggy can stop the hurt for that team. That looked a little slow. Alright. Okay.
I look like Tucker. Or not soft. She went to the. I was a little bit solid in that. I look like it just rolled forward like at the arrows.
Yeah, and you know what? Tilt-a-whirl's heating up in that game. If Bean can find something, we might have a match here going into game 3.
If you're at the carnival, it's not good if the tilt-a-whirl's heating up because that means it's probably going to break down and you're going to go flying off it.
True.
You don't want the tilt-a-whirl to heat up while you're on it. At the bowling alley, you want a hot tilt-a-whirl is good for this team.
Yes, for sure. Dirty Lou threw a nice strike. Shooter McGill with a pair of spares
maybe.
as well. Oh! Sauce.
B-Boop coming up. Nice shot there. Oh, and gets the 10 out. They're down only 10 pins, Ding Dong. They're only down 10 in that match.
Yeah, Redbush mitigating the last 2 frames, throwing a strike here. Nugs switch ball. She's going to make a move. Looks like, was she in the big time now?
So it looks like.
Oh, the Eternity. Oh, the Eternity. The high or the regular one? The regular Eternity. All right, so she crosses over.
That's
struck.
strike. I don't know. Look at the 6.
All right.
So apparently lane 14's being a cockbag.
Yeah.
It's trying to ice pickle. Nothing
pickle?
worse than an iced pickle.
Absolutely. You get some shrinkage that way.
Yeah.
All right, so 14 has finally got its shit together, and no more ice pickle.
Let's see if pickle can withstand the icing.
Let's see if we can get a zesty.
Well, that's a pretty good shot.
That's pretty zesty. Oh, too zesty. Too much zest.
Yeah, way too much spice on that pickle. That leads to some fundamental itching problems.
Yes. Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh, whoops.
The old balance was not great on that one. Luckily,
balance-
Tilt-a-whirl gave one
The
back.
balance and the ballast were both off on
Yes.
that.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Redbush finding her line again. Huge double.
Yeah, she was done. That was done.
So just as I say that Bora's putting on a spare clinic, she actually missed the spare. See if she can pick this one up. Another great spare for Nut Sauce. Holy shit, Nut Sauce making some tough ones.
Yeah, I'm going to make a prediction. 6 spare next frame. I'm calling it now.
Miss Brady crossing over, getting a crusher. Oh no. 5, 8, 10 in the Brooklyn side for Nesquik.
So the old 4-5 frame for tilt on the double is not ideal.
No, it's not.
Uh-oh, Bora. Oh, here we go. Is this a momentum shift in the game?
It kind of looks that way.
All of a sudden,
Bora
Wiener
was
strikes here.
pretty solid in the last couple of frames. Not
Let's
able to
see
connect.
if Wiener can stiffen up here and get a double. Nothing better than a stiff Wiener.
You
We've
say
got
so,
iced
bro.
Wiener and stiff Wiener. What, you don't? I'd rather have a stiff Wiener
True,
than an iced
true.
Wiener.
Yeah, for sure.
It is!
How about the high hard wiener?
That's what I'm saying right there. Same difference.
Give her the high hard wiener. Or cross over and get 10 like Dirty Lou.
Try to get more than 6.
Nugget leaving the
I was
old
just-
4, 5, 7. That's pretty popular for the ladies.
Yeah, I said try to get more than 6. That's my coaching advice.
Is she in the outer limit solid right now?
Although if she gets it, that would be 666 right in a row.
Randy checking in. Pooh Bear training the bush. It kind of looks that way.
Pooh Bush? Bush Bear?
Bear bush?
Bear Bush? Oh.
Oh, 710 bush.
What are we, 12? Okay.
Oh, hey, stay hot, stay
Oh,
hot.
there it is, 666. Well done. That's all you need.
If you're 555, then I'm 666.
If you're strike 4-5, then I'm 666.
Yes, if you're double 4, 5.
Oh, a double for Mrs. Brady.
That team is coming out of nowhere all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
All right.
It looks like the woodwork opened up.
I'm going to yell. I'm famous for that. Usually on a 5-count spare, but you know. Here we go. Get 4! That's my call. I own that. I'm patenting it.
Crosses over to make the spare.
That would have got 5, by the way, if she had left it.
Another bucket over
Oh,
there.
2! No tilt to that world. Just a... We got ourselves a match. 4-pin match. Dirty Lou and Nut Sauce with 1 markup. So 14-pin lead, technically. Laura covers the spare. If let's see if Weens can get this spare. She's a good spare shooter. I totally expect Weens.
So we're going into the 10th
Oh,
frame
there we
on
go.
11 and 12.
Oh, and it's an 11-pin lead for Team Bush Nugget. Ooh!
It wanted to chop, but it didn't. Nope.
Oh, Perp Daddy. Yeah, I said Perp Daddy. That ball's way sexier anyway.
I'll do it.
You gotta be able to get more than 6.
Uh-oh, not
Odds are in your favor.
Dirty Lou missed a little in on that one.
I vote the Purple Hammer as tribute. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, right out of the box, I saw 791 with it. It was so ugly. I hated it so much, I'd
You're
use.
a fucking lefty. Who cares?
That's right, I do.
You're the fucking Alabama one.
I will. Thank you. I'm going to start the Alabama Scratch Series and call it the ass. Come take it in the.
Come roll with my ass.
All right, where are we at here?
Hey, the first ass winner
The
is.
first ass winner. You're the first ass winner. Oh, come on, Till. Good ball there. Good ball. All right, so.
A double there would actually hurt.
Ooh. So BoPo and Red Bush both open. So it's a 9-pin lead for Team Nugbush. And both on a mark. Mrs. Brady putting that shit on everything. Woo! Yeah, but I was right. That was more than 6. I bet it was great.
Nut
Purple
sauce,
Hammer, I don't have to look.
hitting more than 6. All right, let's see if Nugget finishes off for the team.
I haven't had one. You haven't doubled since Nam.
All right.
Oh, almost a shaker 3 forward for.
So
No,
a
for Weens.
spare for BW. Does that mean Nugget needs a spare as well?
She 100% has to spare. Actually, no. If she gets 1 pin on this, they shut him out by 1.
Okay.
But if she misses this completely, then VW can strike for them to win it by 1.
Oh, wow. Dirty Lou with a good shot.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Nugget
Oh.
missed it completely.
So now VW can strike to win it by 1 pin. Wow.
That's a tall order right now.
It is. With the white dot off the ditch. And they
And
lose
they count
by,
and lose by a pin.
by a pin. 1 pin victory.
So that goes up 2-1 for the
Yeah,
Red
they're
Bugs.
they're plus like 110 or sorry 120. So up 2 with a big lead.
Shooter!
I saw that one.
Big double after the ball change for Nut Sauce.
I'm not gonna lie. I said, "Where's the purple?" And he's like, "Oh, it's too swollen." Yeah, that's what he said. It's pushed a little now, though. That's good. Oh, whoa! You got to change Bora's score. That's a big strike right there, though. For them.
That is.
This is Brady. If she strikes here, though, that could be a huge counter. Oh no!
Oh, no. Oh,
Disaster
no.
on the triple. Disaster.
Wow, that changes everything.
Well, you gotta get the count here on the mark on the strike here on the second shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if Laura doubles you.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good. Oh, no. I thought I was going to cross over.
So if Mrs. Brady can make this, though, they're gonna still have the lead.
And who got the first game in that match?
Oh, huge spare right there. What? Yeah.
Who got the first game in that match?
Oh, the Bora match? They got it by 40 something. They got it by 42.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But that was a big spare. Mrs. Brady gaining 20 sticks on that was huge.
Yeah, it is.
So Bora might make this though.
She does.
So
Wow.
if Mrs. Brady strikes, they'll win. They'll be up by 30, going in even marks here, going to the 10th. So anything can happen there because Wiener's only on a spare and Pickle's on a strike. So Mrs. Brady just throwing that one, getting it down. Good comeback though. Only 74 in the 5th. To get to 160 something, that's a good comeback.
So unless Pickle strikes here, though, let's
Yeah.
face it, we're going 1-1.
We're going to go 1-1. Yeah, she'd have to strike out, and then Weens would have to open, basically, at this point. That's a good ball, though.
Oh,
Nice.
not able to crush it through. So it looks like we're going to be 1-1 in that match. Let's see how many pins we can get back. Of course, if Pickle's not able to pick this up and Ween's able to strike out, we're going to be closer to even, probably about 10-ish pins.
Nut sauce, way right on that one. Way, missed
That
way
was
out.
out the window. Lucky did not have the 10 pin involved in that.
That was a nice shot by Weens. I mean, it goes 9 spare here. That's totally fine. They'll at least be 1-1, and they're going to make up some sticks. They'll be much
Nuggets
closer
ball
to even.
took off instantly.
Pickle makes a spare. Till?
I love her.
Wow, that's close now. Pickle made the spare. Ween makes hers. Nut Sauce going to have to make this. Oh no. So now, so Tilt has to make this to win the game.
To go 1-1?
To go 1-1. She has to make this. Anything less than a make is a loss.
That's a loss.
Oh, 3-pin loss. So plus 3 that game. So they're plus 26 and 2-0. Yeah, 26 pin difference right now. And so they got 28 back there on that one. So plus 28. So they are up. They're down 14 to Bora and Pickle. So that's a close one. Bora and Pickle are up 14 to 1-1. That's close. That might be the biggest bunker I've ever seen.
Spare me just making a strike.
Is he hitting it out of the fucking desert?
Oh, shit.
Dude, that's the biggest bunker I've ever seen. This is 1-1, and Bora and Pickle are up 14. That's close. 2 up here for me for Nut Sauce. Well, they're only up 26.
Yeah, 2-0 on 1
Yeah, then
12.
that's a big, yeah. They're up 1. They're up 79. Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
Brady with the 8 count to start with the 3-6. Dirty Lou
Oh,
going
no.
on.
Yeah, the match on 17 and 18 is entering the 9th frame. And it appears that Spare Me and Mimi are going to move on to the next round. Bean crossing over to start this third game.
Mrs. Brady with a nice cover there. Bean's trying to strike. All right, just a 6'10", so she's okay. That's off with a 4.67, so if Tilt strikes here, I mean, they're basically going to be almost even for total, and then it's going to be whether can they win this game by enough to force a 26. Yeah. That's close enough. That's within that realm where, you know, you throw a few strikes together, you're going to be in good shape. 26 is hard. It is. It's close. Real close. Weens with a nice cover there. So that match is pretty much dead even after one. Tilt the World with a 9 count. That hooked a lot for Mrs. Brady. So she leaves another 3-6. So Boro leaving the 5-pin. Mrs. Brady she left the 3-6 last frame and covered it. And she covers it again here. So,
All right, good start for that team.
yeah, so Boro covers this. I mean, it's basically a two-pin match right now. So.
Bean missed way out, got a little spinny with that one.
Bora, I mean, she's right down the middle with everything. So 5-pin for her is pretty much lockjaw there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dirty Lou kind of steered that one a little bit.
So we're waiting on 17.
Oh,
I
Beans
don't know,
crossing
somebody
over?
called it
And
in.
not get, boy, it's just the second time that it's blocked that pin for the ninth. Pickle, pretty good shot. Oh, and that hook. But she splits. Wicked.
Dirty Nuts having a tough go with the start of this game.
Yeah.
They're up 2-0 though, right?
Yeah, but only 26 up. Uh-oh, Weens missing right on the spare.
Beep Boop able to find a strike. This third game's actually close over there.
Tilt, mixer strike.
Oh!
Pickle with a nice spare, so they take the lead.
Pickle with the old toe touch there. That was pretty awesome.
That was nice. Oh, Nut Sauce moving way in.
Crossing over. You're going to miss by enough.
Right. And VW with a strike there. They have to win by a ton this game to force anything.
Oh, wow.
That's shaped really nice.
Flora threw
That
it
was
great.
arguably her best ball of the day.
Wow.
That's shaped really good.
I can't believe that didn't carry.
Little high,
Avoids the
force
split.
them.
Yep. Nugget not able to avoid the split. They'll leave 2-10. Lanes are definitely breaking down. Spare Me's ball's overhooking now over there.
Totally agree.
I don't think there's going to be enough pins left, though, in that match. Bean is getting a little crazy with the shots here. Missing out again. Aura Staying
Spare
solid.
by Bora. Yep. Yeah, she's been aces today. I mean, she really has been great for that team.
We bowled against their team just a few weeks back, and she was awesome.
This is Brady dialing it in too. So her and Bora both solid right now. Pickle with the advantage over Weens right now because she's clean through two. Let's see if Weens can find something here in the pocket.
Oh, beep boop right through the nose with 6
That one
count.
hurt. That one hurt. Oh, it's got a chance.
Oh, Green makes the washout. Mimi missing headpin left. I don't think it matters in that match. I think that match is going to be El Dane. Well, they're already up 2-0,
finally carries
right?
that Brooklyn. She's been denied on a few of them. Finally gets it.
Yeah,
And
they're
the
already
match-
up by
the match-
2,
yeah, the
and
match
they
over
have
there is
total.
over.
That's 3
That's
already.
me,
Even if they
and
lose this
Scare
game,
Me.
they'll move on.
They're going to be on 13 and 14 next round. Looking like it's going to be against Red Bush and Nugget. Unless
Bush
something
just
really
leaving
weird
2 pin
happens
there.
in the next 6 rounds. So Dirty Lou makes the spare.
I mean, that match is very much up in the air right now.
It is, because it's a 22-pin lead for Tilt and Bean, and they're only down 26. So it's really a 4-pin match. Oh, Pickle
Wow,
almost
Pickle.
making that. That was close.
That was close. Ooh, Tilt looking to add some pressure with the double there, but not able to convert. 5 pin left on the deck for Nesquik.
Laura, she's right there again.
Laura! Oh, another 10
I mean, she has absolutely dialed the strike she got was Brooklyn, and the 3 shots she's creamed the pocket, she hasn't struck. How weird, you know what I mean? That's how it goes, though.
I mean, maybe it's because she's
Brady
creaming the
missed
pocket.
way right on that one. That's a good 7 count. She tried to kind of help get around that one a little bit.
Nugget with the strike.
And
That's
Tilt
big
with a
for
nice
that
spare.
team.
That was big, kind of.
Yeah, they need some momentum.
Yeah, just a little bit. You're getting hungry, man.
Speaking of momentum, Bora, she's got the momentum right now.
I'm gonna order some wings. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Let me watch Mrs. Brady throw this spare, and then I'll come back to it.
Looks pretty good.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. Beep boop with the strike. See if Red Bush can get one. Rolls it. Pickle! All sorts of strikes right now. Nesquik with 1 to finish the game. Ah, Dirty Lou. Threw a good ball, left for 7. Little corner pin action. Mimi with some corner pin action. Shooter with that same 4.57. We've seen that leave a lot today, ladies.
11 and 12.
Oh, Nugget! Leaving just the 7.
We were supposed to be
We're 15, 16 and a 5.
So we'll just wait. Yeah. We'll just wait to switch. Who goes there now? Oh! Shooter trying to make that split. Splits the 4-5. Can't get the 7 to go. Great going for Nesquik and Chigmagill. They are taken down by Spare Me and Mimi. Spare Me and Mimi moving on to the next round. We'll take the winner of the Nugget Red Bush BW Beep-Boop match. Miss Brady with the nice strike. She is keeping it clean right now. That's awesome. Not able to find the headpin on that one. See if Tilt can put the hurt on. Oh! 5 pin. Red
Laura's
Bush
going to be in the
with
pocket
double.
again. She gets the 10 out this time.
Laura rolling it really good right now. Beepoop threw a
Oh,
good
Ween,
one.
you
Left
gonna
with
get that
10
Brooklyn
pin.
maybe? No, 3-6.
Doesn't quite get crossover.
And Tilt, I mean, they're hanging tough.
Yeah,
Hanging tough.
pair of spares for Tilt and Nut
You know,
Sauce.
21 pin advantage, but really 11 with the open.
Oh, Nugget avoids a split on the heavy
Yeah.
shot, leaving just a 4-7.
And a nice spare by the
Good
Ween.
spare by Ween and by Beepoop. Oh no, the old
Ween
big
with the old
four.
big four. Yep.
Brooklyn smile. The Buxton smile.
That's
sorry.
a baller. Pickle with a 310.
Nugs makes her spare.
Not at all.
That team is
It's
really
tumbling
in the lead right now.
They are going to be bowling against the winner of They'll go to 13 and 14.
Hell of a try there for Bean. Picks the 10 pin off, trying to slide over the 6. Meanwhile, Dirty Lou makes that spare, putting a little bit of a noose around the neck in this back half of the game for the other team. BW able to convert the split.
So Mrs. Brady and Ween are down 1, but they have a mark up, so technically with a 9-pin lead.
Bora, though. Bora's been throwing it good. Let's see if she can throw
double hit
another
for
good
Bora
one.
would be huge for that team.
Oh,
The old 7-8 split, that's going to probably not pick it up. They
Oh,
have to
it
reset
did.
the 8-pin. They have to reset the 8. They'll have to add the 8. I don't know if anyone wants to tell them.
Bora, don't move them. Knock over.
Miss Brady comes up a little heavy, leaves 4 pin. Meanwhile, Tilt-A-Whirl knocks down a 4 pin. Dirty Nuts is in the lead in that match. Got a couple of marks going while Bean is working on an open.
It's split over.
Red Bush looking at the empty bucket with prize. Able to pick it up though. Oh, Bean pulls his 6 pin forward on a Brooklyn. There's still time in that match, still time. And it's bucket time for BW. Lots of buckets, lots of 4, 5, 7s in these matchups. Weird leads. Wow,
That's
Nugs
a nice
right
shot right
on
there.
the rail. Doesn't get up.
Right off her hand. That was so good.
210. Wiener, yeah. Wiener
was
did
big.
throw it great. Oh, mix in action for some Dirty Lou. Tilt-A-Whirl. Man, she's been crushing that head pin, but it's almost like the ball she's using. It's only like 12 pounds the way it hits the pins.
Yeah, well, she throws it pretty hard, 17-8 down lane. I mean, she puts some mustard on it.
Yeah, I almost think she needs a heavier bowl ball.
I think she throws 14. Maybe.
Does she really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It hits like it's 12.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if Nutsauce can put the hurt on with a double.
Yeah, this would be big for them. They would take the lead right here.
No, she missed the head pin last frame
no
on that
washout,
lane,
though.
too.
No washout.
I mean, 15 is notoriously tighter than 16, always,
Oh, yeah.
usually for me.
100%.
Red Bush leaves a 10 pin.
Yeah.
Niner trying not to get taken out by our power cord. Oh, no! What was that?
That's just slipped again on that one. Eventually
Eventually
we'll have the 8 pin
first.
reset. Yeah.
The only time all season we bowl on first oil.
She did tell. Rusty told him already.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who's back there. I did have a text.
So it was your friend that killed the lane for you. Oh. All right, Nugs, let's see what you got. Oh. All right, hey, good break on that ball. That's a lot of 8. Lots of 8. Bean! Huge double. Trying to start her team up just when she needed it. Big spare here for Dirty Lou. She gets it. The old reverse splinter, the left-handed splinter. 2-4-7. That's the way to do it, though. All 3 with the ball.
I know. I was like,
Nugget makes her spare. Two.
they're battling. They got 3 marks there. They'll have an 8-pin lead. Just thinking of it, I mean, 18 with the mark differential, only down 26. It's literally within 1 mark
so
right
crazy.
now. A 1-mark match.
All right, that's us. Doing pretty good. Oh, yeah, let's go. Take that 5-pin.
I mean, you want to go tell him again? Like he was
I was still waiting for the 8-pin to get added on 13. Meanwhile, Bora enjoying a beautiful salad here from the salad and tenders here from the kitchen of Bayside Bowl. There's some deadwood on 11. I don't know if Redbush just knocked the pins around and knocked one out. Lots of pins on the deck for Dirty Lou, but unfortunately still a 5-pin standing as well. Bean not able to convert on the triple, but a spare here would be good for that team. Redbush makes her spare in the 9th frame. Oh, actually it's the 10th frame, excuse me.
We're still waiting for a 7-8, or just an 8 to be added. I mean, eventually. So Redbush and Nugget are moving on.
Well, they might lose this game, but they're going to get total.
Right, and again, that's where if VW could have gotten that strike on that fill, we would have had to go to a roll-off. It would have been 2-2 because of the total.
Yeah.
Because of that, it's going to be 2 wins and a total of 3-1 win for Redbush and Nugget.
Yes, it will be.
They move on.
Yep.
And then in the other match, we have the other 2 matches are too close to call for both of them right now.
So we're sitting at about the 3-hour mark here, Frankie. Are we going to want to cut the feed and restart it before this next round, you think?
Yeah, it's going to be, yeah, it's a good idea.
So at the conclusion of this 3rd and final match, unless we do have a tie, which is still on the board here on 15 and 16,
100%.
very much so.
Look at this. We got an 8-pin sighting on lane 13, a 7-8. With Bora throws the ball. I think this is it's always a hard spare, but I don't think it's as hard because she plays that straighter trajectory anyway. So.
Yeah, and honestly, a 2-2 is well on the board for 13 and 14 because they're already sitting 1-1.
100%.
So we have 2 matches that are threatening to go to a Scotch doubles here.
Yes, absolutely.
None of the men's matches went to a Scotch doubles. They're boring.
Like Dirty Lou's ball, but it just never sees it. It just doesn't.
Oh, no. Bora with her first open of the game in the 6th frame.
Well, she's been solid, though. Her and Mrs. Brady both had their first open of the game in that same frame.
Yeah. Which is too bad because they were both bowling so well.
Yeah,
that's okay.
They'll both come back.
Plenty of game left. Bean trying to get the light mixer, leaves it 2-pin.
Also on a 9. And with Dirty Lou, the top spare on the board here.
Dirty Lou! Oh,
no!
A big break.
Big break up for Pickle.
Huge break. All right, officially in the books. Red Nugs moving on.
14.
No, yes. Oh, no, in total is a big. Well, it lost total.
Pickle makes a spare. So they're down 9 pins, but even marks.
All right, here's a big shot for Nut Sauce right here. She really needs this. Because if Tilt-A-Whirl comes up and is able to turkey, they're in trouble. Oh, no. All right. Just the 3-6.
If Tilt-A-Whirl strikes here, this is going to go to a roll-up. There's no question.
Oh, shit. Oh! Scouts of London!
That match is going to a roll. They're up 44 with a 2-mark advantage going into the 10.
That is fucking crazy. Crazy!
Come on, Mr. Brady. Let's make a spare here. Get back on the wagon.
Good spare for Nut Sauce.
Hang on, ball. Hang on. All right.
All right, good
That's
spare
a
for Miss Brady.
Back on the wagon. Back on the wagon.
Absolutely.
She was a little worried about it, though. I ordered wings.
Aura! Oh, how did that not
was
carry?
gross.
How did that not carry?
Like, I don't think I've ever left that stone to the 7.
Wow! Dirty Lou threw it pretty good.
That was a good ball.
Oh, runs over the 9 pin.
Oh, double by Weens would be massive right here.
Oh, no, Dark Cloud.
Frankie, why did you say that?
What? Nothing I say has any bearing on what anyone else does.
Feed! With
Like
the
I
strike
say,
in
Laura
the
needs
10.
a spare. It doesn't mean she's going to go flag it. She makes it in.
Yeah, Laura's been awesome today. Yeah, both of these. Well, that one's going to a blow off. Yeah. Dirty Lou! Snaps the 7 pin off the deck.
Brady will be happy to see some of these wings.
Pickle! Oh no, not again! Another 4-9 for Pickle.
Oh, Weens didn't get any on that spare, though. Okay, I see that. So, 2 4-9s for Pickle on that same lane.
So Bean coming up heavy, but just leaves the 6 pin. So is that one going to it? That one's going to it, isn't it?
I told you, it's going to go to a roll-up here. Yeah, it's a lock.
Unfortunately, Pickle only able to get one, but man, she's had a few good shots, all on 14, that left that 4-9. That's like the 3rd time now.
We got even marks. Brady and Weens are up 6. Let's see if they can get some momentum going here.
Oh,
Okay,
it's a
good
little
8
light,
count. Good 8
little
count,
light.
though.
Mallory looks like she has the outer limits back in her hand. Aura! Yeah, Aura trips his board in that time. She is bowling so good.
Now it's a bowl off. Yep, now they're definitely, no matter what, even if Mallory strikes out, they're not going to get enough.
Oh, no. Shit.
I don't know if it's Scotch or Baker. I don't know what it is.
I thought it was Scotch, right? Scotch. 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 It is Scotch. Pickle! Pair of strikes for that team. That's us through that one great. A little heavy, leaves 9 pin. Tilt-A-Whirl looking at a 10 pin lead. Oh no, missed it.
It doesn't matter. They're going to a bowl off anyway. Well,
Weens, that same light hit.
They're in trouble right now. They're down. If she spares this, out a 3-pin lead, but they're going to be down a mark, and the other 2 teams both on 2 strikes. So basically, they're down
What's the
7.
pin differential there?
Yeah, 14 in that one.
For who?
For the Wiener Brady match.
Okay.
They're down 14.
Oh, they're down?
They're down 14 after 2.
Wiener.
So if they win this game, if they don't win it by more than 14, they're going to go to a roll-off. But they have to win the game. If they lose the game, then it's over anyway. They'll have to win the game no matter what.
Scotch doubles. Scotch double. That looked pretty good. Oh, yeah! Big strike in the foundation frame.
She's always, like all season, she's rock solid in the 9th and 10. Really? Oh, God, that's an old school term.
Yeah, that's
foundation frame. Oh, yeah. Double by Bora here would be massive.
That's heavy. Oh, it's going Brooklyn, no! Huge double! Wow. All right, let's see what we can do. Brooklyn! Oh! Get in here in the comments. Oh, Pickle not able to double up.
They're Brady are down. They have to win this game. Or if they have to win by more than 14 to win it. Come on, Weeds, get them both.
Weeds, great spare. So it looks like Dirty Nuts is going to start on the left lane and Tilt-A-Bean on the right lane.
So Pickle gets the
Pickle
spare.
with the
So
great
they're in good
spare.
shape because they're up 5 and up a mark. Actually, up 9 and up a mark. Excuse me.
And all they need to do is win by anything because they're in the lead
If
by
they win,
12.
Yeah, they're by 14.
14. Oh, okay. But I got to tell you, if Miss Brady can connect
She
another
strikes
strike here,
Right,
it
that
puts
double.
some pressure on
totally
to
does.
Bora.
100%. Big shot here for Miss.
Dirty Lou's going to start the Scotch doubles.
Get there. Not quite enough. She got around it good. She just got it a little right.
Oh, that's it. Oh, crossover in the Scotch doubles match. The, how did we call it? The rubber match earlier?
Yeah.
The Trojan match?
Yeah. Sponsored by Trojan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maxim.
You know who's not a fan of that? My boy Raw Dog Rick.
Yeah, right, true. Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't listening.
Raw Dog Ding Dong, too. All right, great pickup for Miss Brady there.
Yeah, that was a big spare. I mean, they need every pin they can get. It's tough, though.
You got to put the pressure on.
The power marks here, though, it's pretty much put it out of reach.
Laura, rock solid today with another mark. Her only open on that split in this game. Rock solid. Absolutely awesome. Oh my God! That pin was like on the edge. Wow. Miss Brady, of course, gets that one to carry.
Well, yeah, the shit one always carries.
When it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. No, I threw that last one pretty good. It just wasn't enough. Great game for Bora Bora.
Right, so,
what a solid game.
Really, in no uncertain terms, Wiener has to double for the match chance. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
All right, well, you got to get one before you can get two.
Yeah, because even an open by Pickle wouldn't matter without a double. So.
That needs to hook. It's got a hook.
Yeah!
Oh! That's a wiener!
That's my wiener!
The fastest wiener in here!
They call that premature ejaculation!
All right. So that one there. Now Weens has to strike. 9. Yes. Now Weens has to strike because of the 9. If people had gone like 6 count, then she still wouldn't have had to strike. Now she has to strike or it's over. And now, of course, Pickle to make this fair.
Oh, it's in. It's in.
That's
All
over.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so that one's
All right,
over, right?
So, yes.
No ball off.
No, it's over.
No, it's over?
It's over, yeah.
So we got.
So let's focus
We
on.
have Aura Pickle moving on. Because they won 2 games and they were up total. Yeah.
Actually, Pickle has 1 shot left, so why don't we'll go back to here for now.
But it didn't matter. Yeah.
It didn't matter, but I don't want to rob anyone of watching Pickle's last ball. Oh,
that
wow,
almost
that's
a 10.
almost the Pittsburgh pop high.
Yeah.
Did you see, and last night, you watched the NCAA finals, the 2 Pittsburgh pop highs last night? I got on really fucking good balls, too. That was crazy. Well, lane 13 doesn't even want her to throw her last ball, so I'm going to focus back in on this match. So, you know, a good lead for Dirty Nuts right now. They start strike spare. Meanwhile, Tilt-A-Bean starts spare open. So it looks like a 12-pin advantage right now for Dirty Nuts.
I would agree with that.
That's a good ball. Oh, it never responds. Lane 15 being a whore to Nut Sauce today. Leaving a washout. This could change this game. Although, Dirty Lou, being a lefty, gives an advantage on this washout. It's a game of Scotch doubles game. Yeah, 1 game of Scotch doubles to decide it all.
I'm going to go give this to Mrs. Brady. I took my wings. She can have the rest.
Oh, what a pickup for Dirty Lou! Keeping it clean. That was dirty. 9-pin advantage for them. All right, with the strike here, though, Bean could really tighten up this match. Looks pretty good. Oh, can't shake the 7 out.
Don't eat meat, but sure likes bone. All right.
Dirty Lou was able to make that washout, Frankie. It was awesome.
That's cool. I mean, she probably just threw it right in the pocket.
Oh, no. Yeah, she did. Yeah. Tilt-A-World giving another one back. Unfortunately, another open. That match is now blown out to a 20-pin differential. I don't think Pickle's going to get to shoot her last ball here. 13 still out of whack in the 180. All right, let's see if Bean can. Oh, that's in. All right, just leaving the 6-pin. Yeah, just leaving 6-pin. Not terrible. Still plenty of bowling left. Anything can happen. 4th frame. Tilt covers it up. All right, stop the bleeding a little bit. Still a 20-pin match. If Nut Sauce can strike, though, we're going to add another 11 pins to that. She rolled that really good. Oh, it never picked up. She got that down really early, and it just. All right. So 17 pins is the difference in that match right now. A spare here, and they're not in bad shape. It's the 1-2-8. Again, Dirty Lou is a lefty, so it's another spare that plays into their hands well. Dirty Lou covering it up, still a 17-pin match after 4. We got the guys moving back in, getting warmed up, getting ready, loosening up the old joints. nut sauce. Here we go.
Oh, that was way right.
Let's catch Pickles' last shot there real quick. Okay.
Dirty Lou for a loss in the pocket.
All right. 13 finally got fixed. We got Pickles' last shot in there for you guys. Nut sauce misses the head pin on that one again. That's 3 straight frames in a row. But again, it plays into the lefty's favor, the 1, 2, 4, 8.
You know what it is? You really just want your partner to find the pocket.
Yeah, apparently. I tell you, Dirty Lou's been absolutely money picking them up. They're clean through the front 5 frames. But with the strike here, we can really tighten up this match.
Why do you wait till I take a bite? Thank you. I know. Just so you're not left out, I go, yeah, this is the most Dirty Lou's in the pocket all year.
I mean, she's hitting it really good right now. I bet you she would be happy if she hit it like that the rest of the day. All right, so that tightens it up considerably because we are, yes, sitting at 13 pins. Is it, wait, 15 pins? No, 13. Was I right? 13, right? Oh, no. Oh, I missed the head pin. All right. A double there would have been huge, but without another strike, then the advantage is still well in the hands of Dirty Nuts.
Bear here is going to force him to stay clean, though, to keep marking.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, staying clean in Scotch double situation is a necessity usually. Bean makes the spare. That's huge. Massive. Although it's still 13-pin match.
Yep.
Let's see if Nut Sauce can find a head pin. Oh! Big strike! Bob checking in. The shot Lou made me do at the States is carrying her. Great bowling, Bob. I know that you and Dirty Lou are in the top spot for doubles. Oh, no. This is Bob Barr. Excuse me.
That's
Sorry.
Footjoy.
Yeah, that's Footjoy. Sorry, wrong Bob. Dirty Lou doubles it up. Now we're looking at a 23-pin advantage.
Well, I think that Nut Sauce has made her partner get in the pocket for 4 straight frames, and now her partner knows where the pocket is.
Oh, no! Tilt-a-whirl hits the pocket, leaves the 5-7-9.
On-lane coaching by Nut Sauce.
Again, another shot of tilt-a-whirls that makes it look like... Do you know what weight ball tilt-a-whirl uses? Is it? It hits like a 12, bro. Yeah, that doesn't help. Yeah. Add a spare. Oh! Bean with the trick shot on the 5-7-9. We've seen some awesome spares in this game. Hey, it kind of effectively keeps them in it a little bit.
We need a challenge. I want to see Ding Dong throw an 18 with
I had one that was 19.9
Was
Wednesday.
it a 15 or a 12?
It was the 15. I put away the 12. Tilt-a-whirl with the strike. The 12 was great for deflection, but
Yeah, I'd like to see her throw her fucking ball at like 360 grid all the time.
yeah,
Like
it
to
hits
help it
very
back.
weak.
She
Yeah,
does it so hard. Like, and like her rub rate's so low to what she does.
yeah.
Like when it's there, you can't beat her. Like roll.
Nut Sauce! Oh man, I thought that was gonna get there. Using the urethane, I thought it was gonna be a high flusher.
Really quick.
Yeah. That's what I found Friday was my perp looked all right, but then it started to glue up right in the front. And, all right, look. Dirty Lou makes the spare. They are well in command. Through 8. Oh yeah, no problem. All right, 139 through 7 with the spare up. 4 30 nuts, 114 through 7 with the strike up. For Tiltabine. Oh! Foundation frame strike makes a lot of difference. Now we really need Bean. She needs this one. We gotta have it.
Yeah, you gotta have this one. You can cut that lead down to 15 pins, 25. Be down 15 to the strike. We're down 25 right now, so still, I mean, that's not very loose. The strike here would make it infinitely harder. Yeah, that's a depth. So that's
right.
Gonna almost do it, because that's 25 pin lead still.
Right.
I mean, so let's just do the math out. If they spare this, best they can do 184.
What about a 9 out? What if Dirty Nuts 9's out?
That's still enough.
That's still enough, right? Because that puts it at 187.
The best they can do is 184 on the other side.
And now it's done.
definitely over.
It is done.
It is over. Dirty Nuts is moving on.
And Dirty Nuts will face Bora Bora and Jess Bickle on 17 and 18. Next round, we're going to incorporate the guys that won.
Yep.
In with the girls. But before that, we're going to cut the feed, and then we're going to reopen a new feed. So don't hesitate to get back in here. We'll be live on Facebook, live on YouTube, and live on Twitch. We'll get you this final score before we move on, though. Spare there for Tiltabine. They get an extra ball in the 10. What's up? She goes on the, yeah, it's alternate shot. All right, with the strike, Tiltabine will be at 162. That's how they finish up, 162. 199 for the Dirty Nuts crew. All right, there it is. It's in the books, folks. So remember, get back in here. This is the Frankie and Ding Dong Show live on Facebook, live on YouTube, and live on Twitch. Get back in here, folks.
Don't miss it.